Fitness clubs, recovery sessions, relaxation events, plus at-home challenges you can do anywhere, anytime. Whether you're dealing with everyday aches, stiffness from the office, or just want to move and feel better, this challenge was made for you. And the best part, you could win 60 days of free stretches. Sign up today at norcal-stretch.com. Do it for you. Do it today at norcal-stretch.com.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for Chryslers. Make this the summer event.
Well, you'll have to choose between 3 great deals: 0% financing for 60 months, 2.9% financing for 72 months, or 4.9% financing for 84 months. And whichever you choose, you get no payments for 90 days.
Whoa, that was so many numbers. I don't even know what it all means.
It means you will save thousands of dollars on your new Ram truck with the best financing options available. It's a choose-your-own savings and payments adventure with Hoblet Dodge.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at hobletdodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
Financing through SFS for qualified buyers. 0% for 60 months equals $1,667 per thousand borrowed. 2.9% for 72 months equals $1,515 per thousand borrowed. 4.9% for 84 months equals $1,408 per thousand borrowed. No payments for 90 days on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. Offers cannot be combined with certain other incentives. Excludes Ram, 1500 RHO, and Tungsten models. Sample VIN 342368. See dealer for details.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson. Online at SactownSports.com or on the app. Kings, Niners, and Sacramento. The Matt and Kayla Show starts now.
Look, I know we have 3 separate shows for 12 hours straight of local radio here on Sactown Sports, but I look at our 3 shows as a team, right? We all work together here at Sactown Sports. I think Carmichael Dave tries to sabotage this show by getting my partner all riled up. Tries to get under the skin of Kayla Anderson, throw her off her game, but it only makes her stronger. Knock it off, Dave.
Throw that adversity my way.
Just questioning your juice.
Yeah, trying to question every ingredient in the juice, man. I just don't have time for that.
Yeah, stand your ground. Don't let Dave bully you about your juice options.
Yeah. It's just juice.
You all right? You all right? You ready to fight? Ready to go?
Oh, there's you talking.
Yeah, turn me off.
That was my computer. I'm ready to go, man.
All right. Well, we're going to get maybe a version of Riled Up Kayla right off the jump here.
Oh.
Because we've got a week until the NBA draft. The draft is a week from today, people.
Let's go.
Very excited about it. Very nervous about it as well. And prepare for 7 days of rumors and smoke and the final sprint, the final mock drafts, the last bits of information, everyone taking every little breadcrumb that they can find and trying to turn it into something to give us insight into what these teams are going to do in what is considered to be one of the best draft classes, most hyped up, excited draft classes of all time. Here we go.
Let's do it.
And it begins with a friend of ours, Kristen Peak, who we had on the show last week. Kristen Peak was writing for Hoops HQ with all the latest NBA draft buzz. And she says the real fun starts at number 5. Now, this is what she actually said on our show in our interview. The top 4, we expect some sort of combination of AJ, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, and Caleb Wilson. And we think it's going to go maybe in that order. We don't know. There is a lot of talk about the Wizards at the top, where they're going to go. They're playing their cards close to their chest, trying to, I guess, bait Utah into going for a Godfather offer to move up one spot in order to get the guy that they want. There's still going to be some interesting stuff in the top 4. But at 5 is when really like the unknown truly begins. And 5 is where a lot of the mock drafts have really tried to focus on. What are the Clippers going to do at 5? What are the Nets going to do at 6? What are the Kings going to do at 7? Well, Kristen Peak wrote and gathered kind of all the latest intel and things that she's hearing, and she has a section here that talks about trade talks. And to nobody's surprise whatsoever, the Kings are mentioned. But not in the way that you would necessarily think right off the bat. Here's what she writes. The Charlotte Hornets have picks 14 and 18, and there will still be a lot of value in the mid-first round. If the Hornets wanted to make a play for a lottery spot, they could package both picks to move up. The question is, how far could they climb? Discussions with the Kings at 7 is on the table, with LeBaron Philon, Christian Anderson, and Ibuka Okori projected to still be on the board as a lead guard option. If the Hornets stay where they are, look for the organization to target talent in the post like Morez Johnson Jr., Haynes Steinbach, or Yaxel Lendeborg, or size on the wing if Kareem Lopez is still on the board. What is your reaction to that? What are your what's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear discussions? Because I don't think Kristen's making this up.
No.
Discussions between the Kings and the Hornets, 7 for 14 and 18.
A little frustrating. I
agree.
14 and 18?
Dropping 7 spots before your first pick just to pick up a second pick 4 spots later.
Yeah, I don't love it. I'm not going to lie.
Yep.
For the fact that, again, even if you don't get Darius Acuff Jr., there is still then plenty, I feel, of still good point guards at that spot that you're not totally reaching on.
Yep.
And I feel like once you get to 14, I understand Philon might be there.
Yep.
But I'm not even close to being okay with picking him, picking another guy 4 picks later, and then just like assuming that these are going to be your guys of the future. To me, it's a reach.
Yeah. We always get, after drafts, we always get draft grades, right?
Yeah.
And what you rarely see draft grades result in like F, failure. Because it's, how do you project failure for a player who's never played a game yet? Like,
sure.
It takes
at the
time.
NBA level, yeah.
It takes time to truly gauge if a pick is good or not. The Kings trading down only to pick a different point guard is as close to failure as it could get for me on draft night. It does not make sense. I know this is something that Alan Stiles has championed in the afternoon, and I get the theory of, well, you need a lot of things. If you can pick up an extra pick and still get a good, excitable guard at 14, then, hey, maybe you should consider that. But there's a reason why that guard is there at 14 and not being picked at 7 when you're right smack dab in the middle of a crop of guards. Like, I know the top of this draft is what it is, and we would have all rathered the Sacramento Kings be picking in the top 4 and not even having this conversation. I would have loved to have spent the last month and a half, Kayla, with the Kings winning the lottery, talking about, hey, maybe we could get the Utah Jazz to trade up to 1, or we're just going to see what AJ Domantas looks like, or maybe Darren Peterson could sneak in. That I would have much preferred to have those conversations.
Same here.
But instead, the Sacramento Kings find themselves at 7. But if you look at this draft and the breakdown of this draft, after the top 4, you have multiple experts, and they've been saying for months, this is one of the most impressive freshman guard classes they have ever seen. And the Kings find themselves smack dab in the middle of that. In year 2 of the Scott Perry regime here in Sacramento, and the most consistent thing between this offseason and the first offseason when he took over is the Kings' need for a point guard.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to overcomplicate this? Get your point guard at 7. Don't even consider moving down.
No, and here's the other thing we sometimes talk about. Oh, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. Like, you're overthinking, in my eyes, this whole great generational draft class if you're trading back for those 2 spots to pass on a chunk of point guards that you have an opportunity to get there. Again, I know you might not be able to get your number 1 pick point guard at that spot, but I'm the first to say it, and I'm an Acuff supporter.
Sure.
I'm okay with at least 2 other guys that would be in that spot.
You just pick the best talent there.
Yeah.
What you consider to be the best talent. If Acuff's not there at 7, so be it. And Jeremy Wu reported yesterday that the Kings seem content or appear totally content. Now, this could be the Kings putting something outward to disguise how much they are willing to go after Acuff, because I still think them moving up is in play. Like, and the private workout that we found out that they had with Acuff Jr. Last week at some time, either Thursday or Friday of last week, as Sean Cunningham reported from KCRA3, what happened in that workout, and not so much like what he did on the court, but the conversations that they had and going to dinner or whatever they did, that could be the tipping point of we're going to trade up for him or not. Like
I agree.
I feel like that meeting will decide if the Kings are going after them.
And it should. Like, just like they went and met with Kingston Fleming's family, right? I'm sure that could sway them a different way in terms of, hey, we're really comfortable with picking Kingston.
Think of the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay, if we love Darius Acuff Jr., but we had a really good meeting with Kingston Fleming's family, and I assume Kingston was there, so I can only... I was not told directly Kingston Fleming's was there. I was just told the Kings had a meeting with Kingston Fleming's family. Again, why wouldn't Kingston be there when Scott Perry's going to San Antonio to meet with them? Regardless, like... if they had a good enough conversation to where the Kings walked out of that meeting going, we still would very much like Darius Acuff Jr., but if he's not there and Flemings is there at 7, we're going to feel totally fine drafting Flemings at 7. Do that before you consider moving down and opening up or widening the potential margin for error. Just because you make a selection at 7 doesn't mean, just like you did last year to move to 26, or I think it was 26 where they drafted Nick Clifford, that doesn't mean that you can't revisit moving back into the first round if a guy is there at 20 or whatever range. Like the Kings, I think, are going to be a lot of teams, I think, are going to be very active trying to move back into the later parts of the first round, because outside the lottery in this year's draft is a lot of talent that would be potentially lottery talent in any other draft. Mm-hmm. So you can still do that without moving down to pick up 2 picks and get a worse player out of it. You need talent desperately, and you need a point guard desperately. You can check both boxes at 7.
Yeah, we're not even talking about, like, literally, two spots would make a difference for me. Like, maybe if they were at 9 or something.
Sure.
Maybe even 2 spots would make a difference for me. But for some reason, I just feel like 7 is still it's
a massive drop.
Yeah, you're playing with fire.
You're dropping multiple tiers. And you're hoping to still get your starting point guard of the future. Now, I'm no disrespect to Philon Jr. or any of these. Like, I don't know if they're going to work out, but why aren't they talked about the same way the top guards are talked about? Because the top guards are considered to be way better, more talented, more upside, and that's what the Kings need right now. Mm-hmm. Moving down is what you do when you have assets to spend. I don't know why the Sacramento Kings would even consider this.
Yeah,
Again,
it is.
I think
it's interesting.
I do believe Kristen Peak had this. I do believe that.
It's nothing against her.
She reported conversations have happened. That could be, hi, Kayla from the Sacramento Kings, Matt George from the Charlotte Hornets here. What do you think about 14 and 18 for No? Okay, thank you. Bam. We just had a conversation about it.
Yeah.
That's what it could be. Or that could have been a branch of the Domantas Sabonis conversations. Yeah, we're not doing that for Sabonis, but what about 7 for 14 and 18? That could be the discussion
That's a good point right there, by the way, too, that it just happens to be the Charlotte Hornets that we just kind of were talking about with the Sabonis thing. It could have been a full phone call that had all those things included in it. And it doesn't surprise me either that there's probably plenty of people calling Scott Perry because they are in that unique kind of spot where there's still plenty of people who'd like teams that would like to trade up and thought, well, we can't not call him. Mm-hmm. And Scott's always said, my phone's open.
Yeah.
So
we're going to get to some interesting comments from former NBA guard Jeff Teague about Darius Acuff Jr. in just a second. But Jerry's calling in early, wants to be a part of the show. What up, Jerry? Happy Tuesday.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, you guys. I love my Kings like a lot of people, but, we've got a history here, and I was thinking maybe we change their name to the Sacramento. Let's take that back. The Keystone Kings. The Keystone Kings. And the reason I say that is, okay, we got rid of Malone, and I believe that he won a championship shortly after we got rid of Malone. Now we've done the same thing with Brown.
Yep.
And now he's won a championship. And to be honest, when you trade somebody like a Doncic, you're 15 years behind schedule.
Jerry, appreciate the call. It's funny, at 1 o'clock in today's show, we're going to spend some time discussing the biggest lessons the Kings can learn from this past season. And, of course, Mike Brown and their coaching situation is going to be a part of that conversation. There's a movie, I've only ever seen it once. It was starring Dane Cook, who...
Oh, my goodness.
Famous comedian. He was red hot when I was in high school in like 2012 2008 to like 2011,
Yeah.
Dane Cook was everywhere.
Yep.
And he starred in a movie where the concept of the movie, and I don't remember the movie's name, but the concept of the movie is if a woman slept with Dane Cook's character, that she, after that interaction, would then find the love of her life and get married. The next person, like, she found, essentially. It's like, and women learned about this, so he just became this sacrificial lamb of you know what.
Failed relationships.
Yeah, and it's a silly concept for a movie.
I think I saw that.
I've seen it once. I couldn't tell you if it's a good bit.
Good luck, Chuck.
Good luck, Chuck.
we go.
I only know this because Alan referenced it 8,000 times on the
of
show.
course.
Oh,
Very-
did he really?
You know, that checks out. That seems like very much an Alan Stiles movie.
That's funny.
But, like, are the Kings like the good luck Chuck of, hey, we'll hire a coach and then fire you, and then you're going to go on to win a title? If that's the case, then I guess Doug Christie's hoping to get fired.
Or also tell you that we're going to draft you on draft night and then not draft you.
That's
Right.
another one, too. Yeah, the Kings were the good luck Chuck of the NBA.
Damian
I guess.
Lillard, CJ McCollum, Luka Doncic.
So, Kayla, this is where I think I want to get your thoughts on this. And this is you're going to hear this for the first time. So, Jeff Teague, longtime solid NBA guard, solid
Sure.
point guard. He shared on the podcast, a podcast that he's on, and it's like, what is it, the 520? I don't know the name of it.
Club 520.
Club 520.
We
Thank
just
you.
call it the Jeff Teague podcast.
It's Jeff Teague's podcast.
It's Jeff Teague and that one guy who's really funny. I forgot what his name is now.
Oh, cool. Jeff Teague.
Behan, that's his name.
He talks about Darius Acuff Jr., and he talks about him being his favorite prospect in the draft. Then there's a but.
right.
And he starts talking about something around Darius Acuff Jr. that I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. Here's Jeff Teague.
No, I got some reports on Darius Acuff. People question his work ethic.
Damn.
They question his circle a little bit. So
They on that.
yeah, OG got cleaned it up over there for him. Sorry though.
All right.
They still say he valuable. You know, people just question
You got some of them guys around.
some of his teammates at IMG didn't quite with him.
So now we have a week until the draft. Out of
Here
nowhere.
we go. Here it all comes.
Out of nowhere, now we have Darius Acuff Jr.'s circle. There's
boy.
questions about his circle. Now, this is an important part of the draft process. You very much, as general managers, and the reason why Scott Perry had dinner or went and met with Kingston Fleming's family, he wants to get to know the people around Kingston Fleming's. Scott is obviously very familiar with Darius Acuff Jr.'s dad.
Yeah.
And they just had Darius Acuff Jr. in for a secret workout here in Sacramento, or I should say a private workout, not secret, here in Sacramento.
Secret workout.
Super secret
The
workout.
secret workout.
They
Next
snuck him in.
Pixar film.
But this could be a real thing. Like, I'm not saying Jeff Teague is just making stuff up out of nowhere. And the fact that it's a former player bringing it up and not just like some random Joe Schmo media member, I think it matters a little bit. But it's coming way out of nowhere, number one. And number two, it's coming right off of the negative reactions of people's negative reactions to Darius Acuff Jr.'s comments about defense when talking with Draymond Green on his podcast. So my initial reaction when hearing this, not to completely dismiss it, but this feels like piling on a little bit, in my opinion. But what do you think about it as someone who is obviously very high on Darius Acuff Jr.?
Yeah, this is where I start to be like, really? Like a week before the draft, and we're now hearing that there's stuff that might be out there with his circle, which I've not once heard one thing.
Sure. None of us have. This is the first time we've ever heard anything.
There's never been indications at Arkansas where
Period.
he's been a diva.
Period.
I mean, he played through all the injuries.
Right.
It's just the IMG stuff, like that could be the simplest report. Look, I have a nephew in the AAU scene. I know what parents are like. I know what kids are like. That could have been the simplest, like, oh, he brushed my kid off one night or something. I mean, I don't know. It just there's so many things that those little reports that pop up could mean or not mean. But I look at it as like, okay, did someone give him this information because they want Acuff to drop? Like, are these the little things, these little things that they start dropping a week before the draft?
Or is Teague just getting gossip and sharing gossip?
And it could be.
That very much, I mean, look, we're all human beings. It's a real thing. If you start hearing gossip about Darius Acuff Jr.'s friend treated someone poorly at a restaurant one time. I don't know. I have no idea what he just says. People close to his circle, and he questioned work ethic, which I've never heard anything to question Darius Acuff Jr.'s work ethic ever until today. Same thing with his circle. It could just be gossip. I don't know, but not necessarily playing devil's advocate, because I'm not concerned by hearing this kind of stuff, and it doesn't sway me necessarily off of the Darius Acuff Jr. train, just like the comments on Draymond Green's podcast didn't. But this stuff does matter. Let's say this is true. Mm-hmm. Like, let's say Scott Perry got wind of, hey, there's some people around Darius Acuff Jr. that he's not necessarily the biggest fan of, a la Ja Morant. It doesn't have to be that extreme, but that's an example of how your circle can impact your career. Like, how much does that matter? How much, if this was true, if it came out, if it was reported by Shams today, yeah, there are legitimate concerns about Darius Acuff Jr.'s circle or his camp. How much does that sway you off of, or for any player, would that sway you off of potentially drafting him as your hopefully future franchise cornerstone?
Well, I mean, it would be then probably another conversation that was going to be had. Because if maybe those, and again, this could be something that Perry even has known about, or he knows his circle, and that was part of the meeting that they had, was questions about that. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter if this report came out or not. There would have been questions that a GM asks any player about their inner circle. It's a part of sports.
Yeah.
It's a part of just athletes in general. Doesn't matter what professional sport they're playing. They all have that inner circle.
Yep.
And some, it is a problem. Like, absolutely. And not always in the bad way, like, oh, they're a bad influence, but in a way that maybe they ask for a lot, or they are taxing on a player, or, you know, they're telling a player to do a certain thing, or be stubborn about a certain situation with money. So it's always, no matter what, if this report came out or not, it would be Scott Perry's priority, or one of the things he is going to really talk to Acuff about is, who do you surround yourself with? So if he didn't get that answer before, you know, when he met with him last week, and this comes out and it concerns Scott Perry, my thing would be like, okay, you're going to have a deeper conversation, and you're going to have to grill the young man.
And most of these conversations and this poking and prodding will never, ever, ever see the light of day.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no,
because it's meant to be between the general manager and the prospect.
Right.
Like, for all we know, these conversations have been had. Let's put it this way. If Scott Perry was even remotely concerned about the people around Darius Acuff Jr., I promise you Scott Perry's the type of person that they'd sit down and he'd go, what's the deal with this dude?
Yeah.
Why is this guy coming with you? Who is this? And Scott would be also more than comfortable telling Acuff, listen, dude, like, we like you. This dude can't be around. You can't, like, you got to be really careful with people like this. Again, I have no clue where this came from.
Yeah,
I don't think Jeff Teague, like, the fact that a former NBA player is saying it, I don't think Jeff Teague is just doing this for hot takes. What I would guess happened is that he got wind of some kind of gossip about people around Acuff, or just someone who's not very high on Acuff saying, hey, I heard this, and it's just gossip making the rounds. But we've heard no substance to back this up at any point ever. It is always something to consider, but I promise you, if it truly is a concern, general managers are talking to Acuff about it. And then if they choose still to draft Acuff, that either means that they're not concerned about it, or his talent is worth figuring it out.
Yeah.
So, but this did come out of left field.
I mean, we even asked the last Arkansas reporter we had on about Darius Acuff's teammates. Mm-hmm. And like what they thought of him. And there was never any kind of negative aspect to it.
Yep.
So, again, I wish we could have Coach Cal on.
Yep.
And pick his brain, because I feel like he's obviously going to root for his guy, but he's pretty, like, honest with everything he says.
The dust is starting to settle on the Knicks winning the title and the Spurs losing in the NBA Finals. De'Aaron Fox jokes are still all over the internet, and that'll continue for a while. But ESPN's Brian Windhorst weighed in on Fox's future with the San Antonio Spurs. We'll share that. Plus, take a look at just, with everybody so concerned about the Spurs payroll, look at just financially where the Spurs find themselves going into this summer. We'll discuss that all next. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
The top young talent in the NBA is headed to Sacramento this summer for the 8th annual California Classic presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings will host the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and Golden State Warriors in a preseason showcase that's sure to bring more fireworks to your 4th of July weekend. 3-day general admission passes for July 4th, 5th, and 6th are available now. Visit kings.com/California Classic for details.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center for your Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine to enjoy, but it's going to feel pretty hot this afternoon. Plan for those daytime highs up a little bit from yesterday. Our highs will climb into the lower to mid-90s across the valley floor before cooling to the upper 50s overnight tonight. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
The Expo Sale is coming to Cresco Restaurant Equipment June 17th through the 20th. Save big on refrigeration, ice machines, gas cooking equipment, furniture, and more. Everything is on sale on Richards Boulevard. 4 days only. Don't miss Cresco's biggest savings event of the year.
Remember the days of real country music? Now you can get your favorite classic country every day on 105.1 HD3 The Ranch. Listen to The Ranch on the free KNCI app or anytime at 105.1 HD3.
Hi, this is Adam Johnson, owner of Golf Fitness Solutions. Exercise and golf have been two important activities in my life. I opened Golf Fitness Solutions in 2013 to help my fellow golf enthusiasts improve their posture, relieve their pain, gain strength and endurance, and most importantly, hit the ball farther. From beginners to professionals, I've had success working with all ages and all skill levels, and I can help you too. Located in Carmichael, call us at 916-802-5175 or go to golffitnesssolutions.com.
Who says Halloween has to wait? It's Summerween with the Sacramento Rivercats on Saturday, June 27th at Sutter Health Park. Get ready for spooky fun, summertime baseball, and a night unlike any other at the ballpark. Don't miss Summerween. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see, the new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
Skeeter here, my card. Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. I never met a Culex terrasalis I didn't want to smack. That's Latin for mosquito. Hey, it's time again to fight the bite. Time to protect yourself from West Nile virus by applying insect repellent. Once a week, drain stagnant water and report dirty green swimming pools. Ew. They're breeding grounds.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite.
My card never gets old.
For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
It's time for your Sactown Scouting Report, breaking down the top prospects for the Sacramento Kings ahead of the 2026 NBA Draft.
Second round bigs.
The Kings found real value last year with Maxime Reynaud in the second round and Dylan Cardwell after the draft. Scott Perry was also part of a Knicks front office that found Mitchell Robinson in the second round. So this is a clear spot worth watching. Whether it's rebounding, rim protection, shooting, or one clear NBA skill, there are bigs later in the draft who could still make sense for Sacramento.
Read the entire breakdown from Brendan Nunez right now at SactownSports.com. Presented by Power Business Technology. Copiers and printers for all your office needs. Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
Social media, and X specifically, is such a funny place.
A toxic place sometimes.
Oh, definitely. But in this case, this is kind of fun. But I think people are misunderstanding a joke. Brian Windhorst of ESPN put out today. The most recent thing I've heard with the Cleveland Cavaliers is they're looking to shave off some salary.
Ooh-wee.
I think primarily they may be investigating if they could move Dennis Schroeder.
There it is.
So,
Schroeder.
Have a little fun today. I quote tweeted it and I said, well, the Kings do need a point guard.
Boy.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Boy, do I tell you how many.
What was the response?
There are a handful of people that think I'm dead serious.
Of course.
Why does this feel like such a Kings move? Pass. That role would soon be filled by Darius Acuff Jr. Someone telling me to stop it. TJ saying, have you lost your mind? Someone with a gif of Will Smith slapping.
That's funny.
Someone saying, get out.
At the Oscars?
No, it's a different slap.
A different Will Smith slap?
Dang.
That's crazy.
It's from a movie. Will Smith, who's the guy that plays Paul Blart Mall Cop?
Kevin James?
Kevin James. It's him slapping Kevin James and saying, get out.
From Hitch.
Oh, sure. I don't know. Yeah.
That's actually a good movie,
Famous
by
Will
the way.
Smith and Kevin James movie. Yes.
This is my favorite one. From Lord Angel Boy. That's a serious Twitter name. If we can't get Fox from the Spurs, I say reach out to the Cavs. See if they can throw in Keon Ellis too.
Oh God!
See, that's a good joke.
I appreciate that one. I like that one. That one. They're on the same wavelength as me. There are a number of people that think I'm serious about bringing Dennis Schroeder back.
Man, the
Poor
Twitter
guy.
comment sections are an awful place, but
Sometimes.
every now and again you get that one
Sometimes
gem.
you can just farm gold.
Did you guys see? I was looking on, speaking of Twitter today, and so there were the Knicks have been making their rounds on media tours, and OG Anunoby and I think Hart and Kat were on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
And OG was asked because he was joked about the Good Morning America interview, all that.
Yep.
So then Jimmy was like, "Are you just always serious in every interview?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "You literally won the game for the Knicks." And someone, or Lisa Salters, I think, interviewed you. And remember when I said he was just stone cold?
Yep.
Like, so he goes, "No." And he goes, "The only time I've really seen you smile or laugh is when you were in the locker room after you guys won and you couldn't turn off your Instagram Live." And they took the clip of OG's Instagram Live and he didn't know how to shut it off.
Oh, poor
and it
guy.
was the funniest thing you have ever seen. If we can find it, it is audible where you'll laugh. Like, because he's just sitting there going like, "Does anyone know how to turn this thing off?" Because it's a new phone and he didn't want to get champagne on it.
The Knicks are making the rounds right now because then Jalen Brunson, Kat, and Mike Brown were on Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, right.
And
Right.
Mike Brown did the "Who Let the Dogs Out" thing again, and the entire crowd loved it. And Kat and Jalen looked like they wanted to hide in the couch.
They literally did. They were like hiding their face. It was the funniest thing.
Mike Brown is that cringe uncle.
For sure.
He just gives off such cringe uncle energy, but he does not care.
Yeah.
And it just makes me laugh
For
every
sure.
time.
I love it. I love those like media tours that everyone does. For some reason, the Knicks, they're fun to watch. Like they've got such an interesting group of characters that they're fun to like the reactions and
All
stuff.
the compilations of Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson are coming out now, and I've never loved Josh Hart more.
Yeah, he's cool.
Josh Hart is like in my opinion, one of the just the perfect athlete.
Mhm.
Not because he's like a superstar or anything like that. He busts his ass. He's known for just being a hustle dude, but he's got an infectious personality, and he's not afraid to joke, but get serious when it matters most. He's a phenomenal teammate. Josh Hart would be so wonderful in the Kings.
So he can be your best friend and Brunson can be mine.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's fine with me. That is fine with me. Speaking of my best friend, De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, by the way, before we move on, here's that video, Kayla.
Oh,
wanted us-
Baby, we live. Hey, wait, my phone gonna get messed up. Wait, how do you end this? Hey, how do you end the live?
The trophies in the video.
How do you end this? Hey, how do you end this?
He was so serious. Yeah.
Help.
It's like,
how do I turn it off?
So he can make the game-winning shot in pressure situations and be cool as a cucumber. But when it comes to his Instagram live, not shutting up. Guys, somebody, how do you end this?
This is why social media managers exist.
So great.
Speaking of Instagram Live, did you see the one Mikal Bridges had?
Yes, him drunk with his dog.
Oh my God,
No.
Mikal Bridges was on one.
He was like at the end of the day, and he's just trashed, and he just starts lying down and like singing with his dog.
Oh, that's something I do.
Yeah, it was very
That's great.
Kayla Anderson energy.
That's great.
It was
So-
extremely Kayla Anderson.
Someone compiled the list of stuff he said. I'm trying to find it. Called Ariel Huckporty 35 and joked that he lied on his birth certificate. Called Jalen Brunson the GOAT and said his big head needs a statue. Referred to Victor Wembanyama as something bad.
Did you see the toast that
Yes.
Jalen Brunson
Yes.
led about Wemby?
Blank. Wemby.
It was like, everybody together on three, blank Wemby.
Oh,
and
he's definitely the villain now.
Some of these things I can't read on the radio, but it's crazy what Mikal Bridges was saying.
Hey, they're having a great time.
Then he was talking about Coldplay. Then he's talking about Becky Hammond's comments about Jalen Brunson.
That's pretty funny.
He called out Chris Paul randomly for some reason.
Instagram Live is a dangerous place for athletes.
I've
but
never gone on that.
It creates gold, let me tell you. All right, Brian Windhorst reported or touched on the possibility. I know this is like traveling like wildfire right now. The Spurs need to trade De'Aaron Fox. They should trade De'Aaron Fox. Well, according to Brian Windhorst, I'll just read for you the quote. I know there's a lot of interest in whether they might be doing something with De'Aaron Fox, but they are committed to him right now as their franchise point guard, and I think they will remain that way. Again, that's Brian Windhorst speaking on De'Aaron Fox's current situation. Now, the easy response to bring up is, well, they're not going to have any choice because they paid him all that money and nobody's going to want that contract, and his value is low right now based off of what happened in the NBA Finals. I'm not here to say any of that isn't necessarily true. But I think even if De'Aaron Fox didn't, let's say, replace De'Aaron Fox with Stephon Castle, and Stephon Castle had the absolute stinker, and Fox had a good series. I'm not going to say Fox was great. I'm going to say Fox had a good series. He didn't, of course. I still think the approach would be the exact same even if he had a heightened trade value. De'Aaron, as of now, is looked at as, for the foreseeable future, for the next couple of years, the San Antonio Spurs are going to look at De'Aaron Fox as their starting point guard until he loses it. And some people might say, well, he should have lost it based off of how he played in the NBA Finals. I disagree, but we shall see. Because like we talked about yesterday, if De'Aaron Fox goes into the Spurs training camp, and Dylan Harper is outperforming De'Aaron Fox in Spurs training camp, the carryover from the NBA Finals, and early next season, we're seeing Dylan Harper come off the bench, De'Aaron's still starting, which I think is what's going to happen. Because the Spurs don't have to rush anything. As much as people want to hit the accelerator button, financially, the Spurs don't have to rush anything, and we'll get into that in just a second. But if that happens, like now the noise is really going to start to pick up, and it's very feasible that early next season De'Aaron Fox could lose his job and then move to a 6-man role. I think that's very possible with how good Dylan Harper is. But the Spurs, I think, would allow that to happen first before they trade him away to force Dylan Harper into that spot.
Yeah, I think it's a little early to push that button in terms of trade, unless there is like somebody who's super interested that they're like, okay, this makes sense. But I'm with you. I think like there is a chance that if Fox doesn't figure out how to do whatever he needs to do to step up a little bit more this next year to start the season, you're right. Dylan Harper could end up starting. And then I don't know what that would do to Fox being, a guy who's coming off the bench. Like, that's not what he wants to be. That's not what he's getting paid to be.
Sure.
But
at that point, the Spurs are like, well, the future is now.
Yeah.
Type thing.
And they can't wait on that either.
Right. But even so, let's play out that scenario. Financially, they're not desperate to get rid of De'Aaron like so many people are overreacting to say that they are, because financially they're just not there. According to Bobby Marks, like the San Antonio Spurs projected salary as of right now for next season is $40 million under the luxury tax and like $48 million under the first apron. Yep. They've got space. Now, they have a lot of free agents. They're losing a lot of players they're going to have to re-sign. Like the main one they have to re-sign is Julian Champagnie. Like I think they have a team option on him. But they're going to have to handle that. And Victor Wembanyama's extension is coming.
Sure.
Wemby's going into the last year of his rookie scale deal for $16.8 million. They're going to sign him to his rookie scale extension. That will kick in the following year, and it's expected to be 5 years, $251 million. Like, it's going to be a huge extension for Wemby, and rightfully so. But even so, you're kicking that a year from now, and then kicking Stephon Castle a year beyond that, and Dylan Harper a year beyond that. The point is, the Spurs don't have to be in a hurry about what they do with De'Aaron Fox. Now, every year Fox's money is going to go up because that's the contract that he signed. But this report to me makes the most sense and should not be surprising to anybody. De'Aaron Fox is not going anywhere. And if you want to say it's because of his value is low, then I guess you can keep picking at that low-hanging fruit. But the Spurs just aren't in a hurry. And no matter what happened in the NBA Finals, that's not going to change that. Now, Dylan Harper might be in a hurry to take his job. And we'll see how that plays out in training camp and next season. We'll take the break. When we come back, ESPN dropped their post-NBA Finals power rankings. How low are they on the Sacramento Kings? We'll talk about that when we come back. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
The top young talent in the NBA is headed to Sacramento this summer for the 8th annual California Classic presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings will host the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and Golden State Warriors in a preseason showcase that's sure to bring more fireworks to your 4th of July weekend. 3-day general admission passes for July 4th, 5th, and 6th are available now. Visit kings.com/California Classic for details.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
The Steel Steel City comes to town as the A's host the Pittsburgh Pirates for a thrilling 3-game series starting Monday, June 15th. Kick off the week with an exciting Monday matchup, followed by special theme nights and exclusive ballpark giveaways all midweek long. Don't miss your chance to catch rare interleague action right here in Sacramento, where the A's take on the Pittsburgh Pirates starting Monday, June 15th. Get tickets now at athletics.com/tickets. That's athletics.com/tickets.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton and Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. The sound of a seatbelt. It's one of the most important sounds in our car. It means everyone is ready and everyone is safe. The more our kids see us put on our seatbelts, the more natural it is for them to put theirs on too. Make it a priority. Buckle up every time. Hear the sound? Make it a habit.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Dang, I forgot the wakeboard. How am I supposed to enjoy myself without my favorite water activity? I mean, sure, we could still go tubing, fishing, or even just relax on a floaty, but without the wakeboard, what's the point?
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Make this summer all about you. Join Stretch Zone for their Summer Self-Care Challenge, helping you prioritize you. Free fitness clubs, recovery sessions, relaxation events, plus at-home challenges you can do anywhere, anytime. Whether you're dealing with everyday aches, stiffness from the office, or just want to move and feel better, this challenge was made for you. And the best part, you could win 60 days of free stretches. Sign up today at norcal-stretch.com. Do it for you. Do it today at norcal-stretch.com.
It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
Now that the 2025-2026 NBA season has come to an end, the celebrations, of course, haven't ended in New York. The Knicks are making their rounds, and rightfully so. Good for them to celebrate. But like we said, the NBA draft is in a week. And then the calendar really flips over to next season. There's already excitement brewing and building for what next season can look like, and naturally, the dust has barely settled on these NBA finals, and already power rankings are coming out heading into next year. So here is ESPN's post-NBA Finals power rankings heading in to the 2026-2027 NBA season. Number 1, the Oklahoma City Thunder are still at number 1. So neither of the Western or Eastern Conference champions at the number 1 spot. Number 2, the San Antonio Spurs.
No surprise.
Number 3, the NBA champion New York Knicks. Number 4, the Boston Celtics. And rounding up out the top 5, the Detroit Pistons. Now, what we care about is how far down do we have to go for the Sacramento Kings? I'm at 20. Not there. I'm at 25.
Uh-oh.
Not there.
Uh-oh.
The Sacramento Kings. Dead
last.
There
we go. For the second day in a different...
Well, they were dead last yesterday in terms
Yes.
of NBA Finals or NBA Championship odds.
Right.
ESPN has them dead last in their power rankings.
Yeah. There we go.
Here is the
There we
explanation.
go.
As general manager, Scott Perry's tenure stretches into its second season. The most pivotal decision to date arrives later this month. The Kings have the 7th pick, a disappointing lottery night outcome, and a group of intriguing guard prospects expected to land in that range. It's an open secret in the NBA that Perry is impressed and interested in Darius Acuff, the Arkansas point guard, with scoring upside. They've also done plenty of pre-draft background work on Houston's Kingston Flemings. Whoever the Kings land will immediately become the most important player in the early stages of a deep rebuild. Patience will be needed to dig out of their current situation, but it'll become a whole lot easier for the fan base and ownership to stomach if Perry nails this pick. That's from Anthony Slater.
Okay.
And we love Anthony Slater. He does a phenomenal job covering the Warriors and covering the Sacramento Kings.
From his backyard in Folsom.
From his backyard, yes. This is not a shot at Slater whatsoever. Nothing in that description explains why they think the Sacramento Kings are the worst team in the NBA. Because to put you at the dead last spot in power ranking says you are the worst team. By the way, 29 is the Brooklyn Nets, 28 the Washington Wizards, 27 the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh.
Like, I think people are separating the state of the Kings organization and the talent on the basketball court. I'm not saying that the Kings shouldn't be talked about in this range. I absolutely think they are. But I don't think it's unrealistic also to, if the Kings can stay healthy, put them in the conversation for sneaking into the play-in, which is number 30th. Dead last should not be really in that conversation. I think the Kings are talented enough to be much more competitive than the 22-60 record last season indicates, and 30th in the power rankings indicates.
Yeah.
We'll see how the roster shakes up, of course, and what they bring into the regular season with them. But last?
Yeah, I get the disrespect. And the only thing I'll say is, what have the Kings done to really give themselves help to say, like, we're proving that we're not the worst team, right? Because, and I say that because you can look at Brooklyn, and I can't say that Brooklyn's going to be any better than the Kings,
I was going to say, why are
right?
the Nets better? Because they have Michael Porter Jr.?
I think you look at the Kings' overall situation right now, even with the head coaching situation.
Sure.
And I think that some might look at that and still question, is Doug really the guy? Mm-hmm. Is he really going to be the long-term guy here? Or is this just like, again, kind of placeholding until they really figure things out this next year with contracts and this and that? I think that's part of the equation too. And knowing that, okay, they didn't get the first, second, third, fourth, even fifth pick in this year's draft. They got the 7th.
Yep.
I think those two things, also disrespect, I don't think, for the rookies last year that really we saw firsthand what they did and the growth they had. I think they look at it like, oh, don't they still just have DeMar DeRozan there and Zach LaVine that they're trying to get rid of? I think when you say all of that stuff, that then warrants maybe them staying in last right now.
I think if the list were like it's the least exciting or the teams to be least optimistic about, I would expect the Sacramento Kings to be at the top of that list. Like, if the rankings were like the most exciting to least exciting teams, the Kings at 30 would make perfect sense for me from the outside perspective, because nobody knows what the hell this franchise is doing.
Yeah.
From the outside perspective, it looks like Scott Perry's just trying to get to the 2027 offseason when all this money falls off the book, get the veterans out of here, and then they can really start there. But the concept of a rebuild has changed, right? The rebuild as we know it, which is being bad for multiple years to stockpile draft picks to hopefully build a core that then develops into a contender. That route has changed to where now with this new draft lottery system, you are encouraged to try and compete with what you've got as much as you possibly can, and then it truly is a game of luck. The lottery system was already, you have to get lucky, but you can kind of manage and control your luck a little bit. Now it's just a crapshoot. Now, ESPN and Anthony Slater, who of course was watching the Kings closely when they were the worst team in the NBA before other teams started tanking, are probably looking at the Kings and going, why are they going to be any different than that? And now that other teams are trying to avoid the relegation zone, the Kings could very easily fall into that relegation zone. I think that's very possible.
Yeah.
But if Domantas Sabonis and Keegan Murray are still on the team, which I expect them both to be, and they are able to stay healthy, I think the Kings are not going to just be amongst the cellar of the NBA because of those two alone. You add in whatever the hell Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan look like, this rookie. I don't think it's crazy to expect the Sacramento Kings to be competitive on a nightly basis. Will that result in wins? More often than not, no.
Yeah, no, I think that should be the mentality. And I think no matter what you're doing every season, you need to come in with that mentality. Now, whether or not it becomes reality, that's the big question, right? Can some of these things work out? Even if they don't move, like you said, these contracts they need to move right away, can they at least work together enough with the then young players that we've seen develop to get more wins to start off the season, or to just develop something to build on? Because I think last year what happened was it was like the rotations and like the injuries and it all compiled at once, and then the log jams, and there was nothing to build off of till the middle of the season when you finally got the young guys playing. Then you started building off the youth factor and the energy they brought. And that kind of started in a way to build a small identity.
Right, but this is where the Kings can't kill their own momentum.
No.
Like, you ended last season playing Max more, playing Dylan more, having more fun moments and more, like, the Kings fandom responded to how those guys were playing, how hard that they were playing. And in my opinion, you can't take that momentum that you built for yourself and then hide it or tuck it under.
Yeah.
Well, Domantas Sabonis is back and he has to play. And, we couldn't, Zach LaVine picked up his option. We couldn't get rid of him, so Zach LaVine has to play. Like, nobody has to believe in what you're doing here. And very clearly they don't.
They don't, yeah. And that's fine. Whatever. Who cares?
But no one...
Use it as fuel.
No one's going to believe in it if you don't believe in it yourself because you feel like, well, we have to play these guys because we're paying them this much money. No, you don't. Like, if Domas is here, Domas is still going to play. But Domas is not what he was to the Beam team 3 years ago for this team. He's an important center. He's someone who, in theory, the most important thing you can do with Domantas Sabonis is increase his value to when he's a expiring contract next season. And you can get him cash in either this summer or at the trade deadline. That's the most important, that's the best thing you could do with Domantas Sabonis. But you don't need to play him 35 minutes a night and have Maxime Reynaud take a back seat in order for him to do that. You don't. So just don't kill your own momentum. And if you can put together a product where whoever you draft plus the other young players with the smattering of veterans starts to play a brand of basketball that makes sense on paper to what you've been saying, I think you're going to start to see things change for the better in Sacramento. That's a successful season in my mind. So 30th, dead last, is a little bit surprising to me. But it is what it is. We'll take the break. When we come back, speaking of Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, John Hollinger predicted with his board model, I'll explain to you what that is, what he believes Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan will do or what will happen with them in their contract situations this offseason. Plus, Hollinger uses that board model to label his top 25 NBA free agents and how much money they should be getting. You'll be stunned when you hear about Keon Ellis. We have that coming up next. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit. Okay, rock star. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes.
It's a hot spot on your dog's leg that the internet says you can treat it at home. You're not sure though, 'cause now it's oozing.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Ooh, he's licking it. Super gross, dude.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
Everyone loves to be outside, and so do mosquitoes. Protect yourself against mosquitoes and West Nile virus by following these simple tips. At least once a week, look around your yard and drain stagnant water from any containers where mosquitoes can breed. Remember to use an effective mosquito repellent, especially at dawn and dusk when mosquitoes are most active. Close all doors and be sure screens are in good working condition. At the Mosquito and Vector Control District, we're here to help. Visit us at fightthebite.net.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
Scott Perry has not really had a basketball game to worry about over the last 2 months. It's crazy to think about. Like, the NBA season just ended, but the Sacramento Kings have not played a game since April. And yet, the work is really, truly about to begin, and he's got a lot to do, a lot to handle, starting with the draft a week from now. That's the most pressing thing on his mind. After that, then you open the door to free agency. And free agency is where he's going to really have to maneuver to live up to his words that were on this very station when he told Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross in his end of season exit interviews that the Kings would not be a luxury tax team. Mm-hmm. He didn't say those words directly, but essentially what he said was I believe that if you have to be like a contender to be a luxury tax team, which we are not and we will not be. So I want to hold Scott Perry to those words. Yeah. I don't know how he's going to accomplish that. I don't either.
I'd like a crystal ball.
But I don't know what he's going to do. And unfortunately, so much of this is out of his control, primarily when it comes to Zach LaVine. Well, John Hollinger from The Athletic has a player evaluation system called BOARD, which is short for Big Old Ratings Dollars.
I was going to say, really creative BOARD.
That uses analytics and playing time data from the last 2 seasons and projects values for the coming season based on a player's age and performance, and then converts the projection performance and playing time into a salary estimate based on the projected cap of $165 million. So this is how good the player is based off of their past years, how they project to the future year, and what that's worth financially, essentially. Okay. And he uses this to identify a player's worth, and in the case of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, find out what's in the Kings' best interest of what to do. One situation, the Zach LaVine situation, is completely Zach's control. The DeMar DeRozan situation is the Kings' control. He's owed only $10 million fully guaranteed, and if the Kings cut him before early January, they will only have to pay 10, but if they keep him around, he'll then be the other $15 million of his $25 million contract will then be fully guaranteed, right? So the Kings have the power in that situation. Well, here is what Hollinger thinks. We'll start with Zach LaVine. He has a $48.9 million player option, and Hollinger writes, "Gee, what will he do?" After a rough 25-26 season, BOARD values LaVine at just $9.3 million. That's crazy. At this point, his best move is to play out the year and see if he can create more value for his 2027 free agency. The Kings have tax issues, and there's a scenario where they try to get him to opt out and sign a longer deal at a lower annual salary. Not happening. But I think the Kings are better off just trying to keeping the huge expiring deal on their books for trade purposes. So his prediction is that Zach LaVine is going to opt in to his his $49 essentially $1 million player option. This is where the BOARD system leaves reality a little bit, because even at his lowest, there's no way in hell Zach LaVine's only a $9 million per year player based off of his offensive output. He's just not in the modern NBA.
Yeah, that's super low.
But that's hilarious that it's that low. I mean, it speaks to how bad he's been.
Last year hurt him more than ever, right? Right. Because while he did start off hot, he then cooled down immediately. Then the injuries played into it, and then it was like he couldn't come back, on the court consistently, and then he opted to have surgery. So the whole season went from starting off really well to literally plummeting off a cliff. Yeah. And that is no way, shape, or form going to help your value. And again, you're always getting a year older, right? That never plays nice into the equation either. So yeah, that's a little low, but in terms of what he predicts, there's no way he doesn't take that money and be like, I'm just going to, even if I have to take a backseat role, which very well could be the case. If he does not do what he needs to do in terms of playing that role for the team and being able to not disappear in games or just play crap defense, he will probably be coming off the bench at some point. Yeah. And he's, like you said, Scott Perry, it's his job also to say, look, if you're not going to opt out, this is what could happen. Yes. That's Scott's job to do that.
So I want to explore that in a second. I do think, Hollinger is essentially saying here, the only market that Zach LaVine has to get any other sort of deal is if the Kings essentially, it's like a contract restructure, but in reality, it's just a contract extension. Hey, take that 49, get rid of it, and we'll re-sign you to a 3-year, whoever the hell million per year, whatever the hell million per year deal. It's just not happening. The Kings do not view Zach LaVine as part of their long-term plans. I don't think Zach LaVine has any interest in being in Sacramento longer than he has to be, and he'll count his money and just deal with it in that sense.
The 9.3, though, is interesting because, if he were to get bought out, then he's looking at the Bradley Beal contract from last year, which is a 1-year, $10 million probably. Right. Which informs how much they would have to give back if they do buy him out.
Yeah.
The part that you brought up, though, is something we've discussed before, Kayla, which is Scott Perry. The only thing Scott can do is be real with LaVine and have a conversation with him and Rich Paul, who's his agent. and just say, look, you're entitled to that $49 million because the Bulls were dumb enough to give it to you and the Kings were even more dumb to trade for it. I wasn't any part of that, but here we are. You're entitled to that money. If you want to do it, hey, man, be my guest. Congratulations to you. That's the power of the player option. But here's what you're re-signing into. This is the direction we're going. This is how you fit that direction. You don't.
Yeah.
So
you're on the outside looking.
I mean, you're not just going to sit on the bench and rot unless you don't want to play. You're going to play, but your minutes are going to be cut down. Your opportunities are going to be less. You're not going to get the ball nearly as much as you think you should get the ball because we're not going to take the ball out of the hands of the rookie that we have, or even Domantas Sabonis, or Keegan and DeAndre Hunter, who we want to take a look at, the two of them together, or, of course, Maxime Reynaud and Dylan Cardwell and Nick Clifford, their continued development. Like, you're not going to get in the way of that. It does nothing for us for you to just go and chase points for us. But the other part of that conversation that I want to explore with you, Kayla, is, okay, so let's say Zach does this, and he should probably take his $49 million.
Yeah.
You don't just want to sit there and have a disgruntled $49 million player who's just counting his money on the bench, and every time Scott Perry and Zach cross each other in the hallway, it's just like, hey, like okay, let's work together here to find out what you actually can be here that most benefits you getting as much money as you can on your next deal, and most benefits us having to justify freaking paying you.
Yeah.
And taking up a roster spot. I don't know the answer to that question. I think Zach LaVine is your starting two guard. I don't think Zach LaVine needs to be playing 35 minutes a night, but he's a valuable enough scorer, and if Doug Christie could just get him to buy into whatever the hell the Kings are trying to do, I think you can make it work for a year. I don't know what it looks like, though.
This is about Zach. This is about what is Zach going to do for him? This isn't really, when you think about it, like, Zach controls his own destiny.
Sure.
Because he knows it's not here, but he knows if he plays and he buys into the team motto of whatever that might be, that it's only going to probably help him get more value.
Right.
And that's what if you are a true competitor and someone who wants to have a longer future in the NBA,
yes,
I would hope that Zach has that mentality of like, I've got to come in, as much as I'm not the future here, I'm going to do my best to increase my value on the floor because that's only going to help me. And yeah, it does help the Kings. Absolutely does. But what is it going to help? Because I do feel he's a little nonchalant.
Yeah.
In the way that he just is, and nothing against you, but I just get that vibe. He's a little nonchalant, and I don't know if that always works, especially when you're 1 foot out the door. Sometimes that goes the opposite way, and you get the players that get disinterested or they don't want to help out their team, and then that doesn't help either side.
Right. My thing is, Zach LaVine is incentivized by playing well enough to earn more money on his next deal. And Zach LaVine playing well enough is getting buckets. That's what Zach does. Like the Zach LaVine is going to cash in the same way he's always cashed in, by being a dynamic scorer. How is that not Zach LaVine playing for Zach LaVine, though? Because Zach LaVine playing for himself goes completely against what the Sacramento Kings are trying to do. So that's where you have to find a middle ground. And Zach holds all of the, I guess, power or leverage in this situation because he's like, I'm getting paid no matter what. Like, use me or not.
Then bench his ass.
But if you do that, I don't know. That it just feels like a waste for the Sacramento Kings.
But it might have to be chalked up, guys, as this is one of the worst trades or one of the.
Oh, we're already there.
But eat it. Like, we're at the point now that we're not fixing it.
Yeah.
Like, we're not fixing who he is if that is truly what we're going to see.
But you piss off Rich Paul by doing that, don't you? The most powerful agent in the league.
But at the same time, like, again, isn't Scott Perry a businessman?
Sure.
Like, and Rich has worked with him, right? In the past. Like, if you're Scott Perry, then you sit down with Rich Paul. Say, look, I know he's one of your clients.
Right.
But, like, we're in one of the weirdest predicaments, and for you not to see that, you're blind.
Well, of course.
Like, Rich is also a smart man.
Rich knows
right?
he put the Kings in this
Rich
spot.
knows.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be like a holding against the Kings long term if it was like, look, Rich, we've given him the information that if it, like, we'll start you, and if it doesn't work, if we're not seeing what we need out of him, we're going to have to go in a different direction because we're trying to build for the future, Rich. Like, this shouldn't even be it. Like you said, Rich got him in this spot.
Yep.
He got paid. That's it. He got paid.
Yes, but now they're thinking about their next paycheck. And if the Sacramento Kings intentionally bench Zach LaVine so that he does not play and he does not do what he needs to do to increase his value, there is going to be a big stink about that from Rich. There's going to be a big stink about that from Zach. And there might be a big stink about that from the Players Association. And I understand it's all that Scott Perry can do. I also don't know, this is where, Doug Christie, are you strong enough and established enough to look at Zach and go, this is what we're doing? Because ultimately the coach has to carry that out, not the GM. The GM has to stand behind the coach. But that's why I feel like there needs to be a compromise, because I don't think it's realistic to just bench him completely.
I didn't say start the season by not starting him or anything, but he has to. I'm sorry, you're getting paid all this money, but you have to at some point prove you're that guy throughout the season. You can't just do it for 6 games.
But to me, Zach LaVine saying me proving being that guy is give me the basketball and get the hell out my way and watch me score. And I would argue that the Kings need some of that. The Kings are going to need scoring. But if Zach does that, it ultimately takes the ball away from the whole purpose of this season, which is developing your young guys.
So what is your solution?
I have no freaking clue. That's where Scott needs to sit across the table from Zach, and I'm sure they've already had conversations about what Zach's role would look like in Sacramento. But if Zach decides to pick up that $49 million, which he should, I don't want him to. Nobody wants him to, but he should. If Zach picks up that $49 million, then they come together, and it's almost like you're Rich Paul, I'm Zach LaVine, and those two chairs are Doug Christie and Scott Perry. All right, the 4 of us, let's work together to figure out what the hell we can possibly do with this situation that benefits all of us. We got to find something. Zach, we need your scoring, but we also need you to score within the flow of what we're trying to do. We need you to play off of whichever point guard, if it's Kingston Flemings, we need you to play off Kingston Flemings and help him get better and develop as a point guard. You are not going to get 20 shots a game. You are not going to get isolation sets. Domantas Sabonis is not out there just to set screens for you.
Sure.
And Zach has to be willing to buy into that enough. But again, why would Zach be incentivized to do that? Because he's being paid $49 million regardless. I don't know what that compromise looks like.
And if he is going to be asked that, wouldn't he rather go do it on the Nuggets or the Lakers or one of these other teams?
Yes, but none of those teams want him.
Well, if you buy him out, then the team can sign him to basically the Bradley Beal contract, and it becomes here's how I play within a flow of an offense that actually has a chance to win.
I don't believe the Kings are going to buy him out. I don't believe it.
I just think that honestly, the best thing you can do right now, guys, is just to be, like we've said, transparent as you can be coming into the season with Zach.
Yep.
Because at least then you can't go back and say, well, oh yeah, I guess we weren't really transparent with you. We didn't lay out everything.
Yeah.
Zach is probably not going to love it. But again, Zach is choosing in this situation that the Kings are in. They know they're reshaping.
Yep.
He knows where he's at. He knows he's in a weird spot.
Yep.
It is a rock and a hard place. But at least be honest and just put it all out there if you're Scott Perry. And then Zach is going to have to kind of choose the role he's going to play.
And it might be as simple as Scott going, Zach, or Doug going, Zach, here's how it's going to be. You're going to play 28 minutes a night. As long as you're healthy, you're going to play 28 minutes a night, unless you are playing so poorly that we have to cut your minutes down because it's just not working. But coming into the season, Zach, You are playing 28 minutes a night. We are not going to change or expect to change who you are as a player. You can try on defense. We expect you to try on defense, but we don't expect you to be good defensively.
Yeah.
We need you to hit threes because we sucked as a three-point shooting team next year. And the more threes you hit and the higher that percentage is, the more justified you're going to get, or more money you're probably going to get on the open market. So you're going to play 28 minutes a night. Be you, do as best as you can to fit in, and we will try and get you out of here as soon as we possibly can. We will try and trade, and if there's a team out there that is willing to take an expiring Zach LaVine to be a part of their playoff team, we will make that happen because we'll take back damn near anything for you, Zach, as long as it makes sense for us.
Mm-hmm.
Like that might be the pitch. You're playing 28 minutes. Congratulations, enjoy your hourly rate because it's about to be crazy. The amount of money that you earn versus how much time you actually play is going to be nuts. Go out there and score, but fit. You're not 28 minutes of the Zach LaVine show. That ain't happening here. And hopefully that's good enough for Zach to try. I don't know. I don't know what else Scott Perry could do.
Well, Kimberly says Fox was an ISO player. We just cannot have both Zach and DeMar. I agree with you, Kimberly. I'm on you in terms of agreeing on that because we found ourselves in that weird situation to start the year with all of those vets that there was an incredible amount of ISO ball happening. Yeah. And when you did get some of those young players inserted, unfortunately it was due to injury, and I never want to see injuries happen. We did start to see the ball flow more as the season, progressed in the second half.
And DeRozan took a lot of a backseat for that.
You're exactly right.
So John Hollinger also talked about what to do with DeMar DeRozan. He says Sacramento is rebuilding and has tax issues, but would they really just cut DeRozan? The 36-year-old has a board value of just $10.3 million, but was arguably the Kings' best player last season. I disagree with that. He was a good player, but he's not the best. Also, remember that full-speed tanking is no longer a desirable option. Alas, I don't think DeRozan has trade value at this number except as expiring money to take back a bigger deal. Thus, if the Kings can't move Malik Monk or Domantas Sabonis, they may feel forced to waive and stretch DeRozan instead, turning a $25.7 million cap hit into just a $3.3 million per over 3 years. So Hollinger projects the Kings will do is waive and stretch him. So free him to go and sign where he wants to go. Okay. And for the next 3 years, essentially, they will have $3 million per year on their book of a cap hit. That doesn't mean they're paying him $3 million a year, but they will have a $3 million cap hit over the next 3 years, which is not ideal, but it's not $3 million is nothing. It's not that big of a deal.
Big.
So I think this is a very realistic option that could happen.
Let me make it clear. I love DeMar DeRozan. I respect the heck out of him as a player. And if I could honestly choose him over LaVine, I would. But I just know that that's not realistic.
Yeah, I think the Kings would choose DeMar DeRozan over Zach LaVine 10 times out of 10. But financially, again, they inherited. Yeah. Well, the Kings signed the DeRozan contract. They signed and trade for it. But Perry had nothing to do with that. The Kings did not sign the Zach LaVine contract, but they did trade for it.
What? Can I ask you one quick thing?
Yeah.
What was the initial reaction here when that trade was made?
Sorry, LaVine or DeRozan?
LaVine.
The LaVine trade. I didn't like it, but I understood why the Kings did it. The Kings did it because it was very clear we are going all in for a play-in spot.
Were fans negative towards it, or what were fans saying?
There was a mixture of fans going good riddance, but also going, wow, we didn't get anything from the Spurs, what the hell? And I think the entire league was like, the Kings didn't get anything for the Spurs, what the hell? And then a portion of the fan base blamed De'Aaron Fox for that. Another portion of the fan base saw what we all should have seen, which is, oh wait, Zach LaVine and the Kings have been connected for a long time because Vivek liked Zach LaVine, and the Kings just did this because they wanted Zach LaVine.
Okay.
They pushed the fast forward button on a short-sighted attempt at just making the play-in. And they did, and then they got their ass kicked by the Dallas Mavericks, and that made it even worse.
They also did get some picks, but they traded most of them immediately after the trade for Valanciunas and Jake LaRavia and eventually Neat Clifford.
Yeah, a lot of action in a small amount of time.
They were not valuable picks, though. Like the most valuable pick that they got back, in addition to the 2027 Spurs first, which they've already used for Neek.
Well, assuming the Spurs are a playoff team.
Right, which they're going to be. Was the 2031 Timberwolves pick, because that was just like, maybe we have hope that could turn into something, but yeah, it was
and then they tried to get a bunch of short-term pieces to fit around Levine, and LaRavia got hurt, then they dumped Valanciunas. And...
Well, LaRavia cost them nothing. Valanciunas, I like that pickup a lot for them. It made a ton of sense for them at the time, and then they just traded him away for Dario Saric. Well, that was, to be fair, that was a Scott Perry decision. Mike wants to weigh in on the Zach LaVine conversation. What up, Mike?
Hey, guys, and lady. I just kind of disagree a lot on – I'm not a huge fan of Zach LaVine, but, saying, like, the Kings would pick, DeMar 10 out of 10, like, to me, DeMar was the biggest problem that, like, messed up the whole Beam team deal with his ISO. You talk about ISO play, like, his play doesn't fit into a system, like – LaVine can fit into a system with all of his different offensive skill set.
Sure.
That DeMar does not have.
Sure.
And neither really play defense, right? But I think with Hunter and Murray, and if likely, maybe it's, most likely is probably like a Flemings, that's like three like defensive solid guys. Like I think that covers him, and that's obviously a short-term setup, but I think asking him to like say, oh, we don't want to play you or all this stuff is just, I think, not a great kind of take, because he can fit with a lot of offenses. Yes, people don't like his money, but like if him and DeMar were on the open market, it's no question to me Zach LaVine's getting a much bigger contract than DeMar.
Mike, I actually like this call a lot. I think Mike's on to something.
Yeah, and let me preface something, because look, I understand we're comparing now DeMar to LaVine directly. And I agree. I think he'd get more money on the market, because just the years are less in playing and he's got more to give. But at the same time, I do feel like DeMar did put the effort into, and now if it was a talk, I don't know what happened, but when DeMar kind of like decided to assist a little more at the end of he did come off of that ISO ball play a little bit more. And I don't know if someone asked him to or whatever, but that did change. I don't know if Zach's willing to do like what he needs to do, though. That was kind of like the question that we were posing. Like, is he going to be able to do all those things?
See,
he has a potential to. He can.
Mike is thinking about a combination that I've thought a lot about. Can you get away with Zach LaVine as your starting two guard who's a cone on defense? If you bring in Kingston Flemings as your starting point guard who can play defense, and you have two wing/forwards in Keegan and DeAndre Hunter, who can handle more of those defensive responsibilities. And in theory, 4 of those 5 guys, if Domas is your 5th guy, 4 of those 5 guys can shoot.
Sure.
So now that impacts your spacing. I think on paper, Zach LaVine makes a lot more sense filling that scoring two-guard role compared to DeMar DeRozan, who's not known for his three-point shooting and is known more for his isolation mid-range game. I understand that and agree with that completely. The question is always, though, is Zach LaVine willing to play that role? Because as a scoring two-guard, you're essentially saying you are spacing the floor, and we're not drawing up plays necessarily for you as much as pick and roll, and if you're open, we're finding you. Is Zach okay with that? Because you have Zach LaVine who's saying, I think I should be getting the ball more. Give me the ball more, which that's Zach's confidence, and I understand that, but that's not how the Kings are going to use him. So I hear what Mike's saying completely. On paper, it makes more sense in terms of spacing and what the Kings need to have Zach LaVine over DeMar DeRozan. But is Zach LaVine willing to buy into the role of what the Kings would need him on offense, which is a role player on offense, not a primary first offensive option? He's not. He should not be. He's not good enough to be.
And that's the whole biggest thing. When you have why did the Knicks win? Because all those players bought into the roles on their team.
Yep.
Like, that's not the only reason, but you get what I'm saying. I just don't think on this team right now with where they're going and what their vision is, and maybe this is the exception next year because it's just a hodgepodge, but like the role for him just doesn't fit. Like it just, and he, like you said, he's going to have to buy in a little. And I just don't know if that's going to be the case.
By the way, John Hollinger in his board model evaluates Keon Ellis as the 11th best free agent candidate.
Who?
Keon.
Ellis. Keon. Okay.
At $19.9 million. No shot in hell. No shot in hell anybody's giving Keon Ellis $19.9 million.
That's interesting to me.
No shot in hell. We'll take the break. When we come back, it's time for my World Cup date. We had a day full of draws yesterday and some big matches in store today. Then we got Pick a Side coming up next. Cam Salerno from CBS Sports talks NBA draft with us at noon. We got plenty coming for you here on Matt and Kayla, Sactown Sports.
This is the sound of Jack buzz cutting his way to a small fortune. To Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50 right in his pocket. If Jack sees DIY buzz cuts as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo is right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking his savings is easy. Oh, ouch. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Mobile carriers' message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Don't miss out on the biggest action sports event happening in Sacramento this June. Tickets are now live for MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026. See nearly 100 of the world's best skate, BMX, and Moto X athletes compete at Cal Expo June 26th through 28th. Music performances featuring electronic music icon Cascade on Friday, June 26th, and Grammy-winning producer and artist Mustard, and music producer DJ Subtronics on Saturday, June 27th. Score your tickets today at xgames.com.
The Expo sale is coming to Cresco Restaurant Equipment June 17th through the 20th. Save big on refrigeration, ice machines, gas cooking equipment, furniture, and more. Everything is on sale on Richards Boulevard. 4 days only. Don't miss Cresco's biggest savings event of the year.
Join Sactown Sports 1140 and Super Taco on June 17th at 1 p.m. for the ultimate soccer viewing party. Cheer on England or Croatia. Score team jerseys and prizes. Enjoy great food and wear your colors. Super Taco on Franklin Boulevard, June 17th at 1 p.m. Don't miss it.
At Big O, we are your home for all things tires and prices to fit your wallet. Now through July 5th, get $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nitto, Toyo, and Cooper brand tires with installation purchase. Disposal fees extra, not good with other offers. See Big O dealer for pricing.
You can buy golf clubs anywhere, but buy clubs that fit the shelf instead of your swing. That's why Hagen Oaks offers total game fitting. TrackMan dials in your driver and irons. Ping's Ball-Namic Ball Fitter finds your perfect golf ball. Hagen Oaks Putter Fitting Studio helps you roll it true. And FootJoy's 3D foot scanner matches you with balance and stability. Whether you're a beginner or accomplished, your best game starts with the right fit. Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Better fit, more fun. Fulton Avenue at Business 80.
Remember the days of real country music? Now you can get your favorite classic country every day on 105.1 HD3 The Ranch. Listen to The Ranch on the free KNCI app or anytime at 105.1 HD3.
At Folsom Chevy, they're making it easier to get a new truck. From how you're treated to sweet new deals. Swing by the Folsom Auto Mall, ask about their incredible new finance offer on every new 2026 Silverado half-ton truck in stock. Folsom Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Make this summer all about you. Join Stretch Zone for their Summer Self-Care Challenge, helping you prioritize you. Free fitness clubs, recovery sessions, relaxation events, plus at-home challenges you can do anywhere, anytime. Whether you're dealing with everyday aches, stiffness from the office, or just want to move and feel better, this challenge was made for you. And the best part, you could win 60 days of free stretches. Sign up today at norcal-stretch.com. Do it for you. Do it today at norcal-stretch.com.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
It's time for your Sactown Soccer Report. Powered by Sac Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District.
This week's key matches include Belgium versus Egypt, Austria versus Jordan, England versus Croatia, Czechia versus South Africa, USA versus Australia, Netherlands versus Sweden, and Spain versus Saudi Arabia.
In soccer, defense wins championships. At home, defense stops mosquitoes. Train standing water. That's your back line. Dress with sleeves and defend with repellent. That's your keeper. Keep your doors and screens tight. That's your shutout. Sac Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District. More tips at fightthebite.net. A.m. to 2 p.m. Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
Welcome back into Matt and Kayla. I'm Matt George. That's Kayla Anderson. We got Kyle Ledbetter with us, as always. And now we're in the part of that offseason where the NBA is over with. It's the quietest part of the NFL offseason. Hopefully things will start to pick up in the recent future. We do have the NBA draft a week from now to look forward to. But thankfully, we have the World Cup. The World Cup to get us through.
We got another game here brewing.
A match is about to start, and it's a big one. We'll get to that in a second, but let's dive into our World Cup date for today, Tuesday, June 16th. And yesterday, Monday, was a day full of draws. I know Jason Ross hates draws.
Like painting, you mean?
No, like...
They're freaking ties!
Ties, and more ties. Neckties, bow ties, tie your shoes, all the ties. It started with Spain's shocking 0-0 draw with Cape Verde. Cape Verde's keeper, who's known as Vozinha, he plays in the, I think Christopher Law was talking about this morning, League 2 in Portugal. So he's not the most well-known established keeper. But he managed to fend off that Spaniard attack. And Spain, by the way, is coming into the World Cup as the betting favorite to win it all.
Sure, that's big time.
Had 7 saves in that match to keep that match scoreless. So as exciting as a 0-0 draw could be, I suppose that helps. This is a note from Kyle. Vozinha went from having 50,000 Instagram followers to over 8.5 million.
That's freaking crazy.
It's the world stage.
Okay, I was reading about him yesterday, and this is the story they make Disney movies about. So he's 40 years old and playing goalie for Cape Verde. He did not turn pro until he was 25.
Hell yeah.
What the?
He was
As a goalie at any position, that's like the toughest.
Yes. He played for... it says obscure local side Batuque in Cape Verde. He was playing in Angolan professional leagues a few years ago.
That's
and
crazy.
now is in essentially the USL for Portugal. Yeah. And he had one of the great performances of all time in the first match ever for Cape. I guess he's been playing goalie for them since 2012.
Yeah.
Huh.
But they'd never been to the World Cup or won any major tournament. And he had the game of his life
against Spain
at 40 years
for him,
old
man.
on his first World Cup.
That is a
match.
Disney movie.
That's what World Cup stories are made of.
Well, by the way, the entire country itself is 500,000 people.
Hell yeah.
Which is less than the population of the Sacramento metro area.
That's wild.
He's a legend. Well, one of the big matches yesterday was Belgium versus Egypt, which ended in a 1-1 draw. Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay, also a 1-1 draw. And New Zealand versus Iran ended in a 2-2 draw. However, it was a very entertaining, high-scoring, super dramatic and fun match. So I know the draws aren't the most fun things for American sports fans to end in, but a 2-2 draw was a very, very entertaining match to end the day full of matches last night. You seem to not be a fan of ties and draws in sports at all, Kayla.
I mean, in the NFL, like we've seen this,
Those
and
suck.
it makes me seriously, again, want to bang my head against the wall.
But in soccer, it's a point. You get a point.
In soccer, because it's part of soccer culture.
I don't understand. Ties are good.
Yeah,
still
ties are incredibly important for a team like Cape Verde, for example, that
I get that, the point system. I get that, but it still is weird, guys.
in group, because it's only a group play thing.
Yeah.
Once they get to the knockout
Yeah.
rounds, there's no longer ties. They'll do extra time, and then they'll do penalty kicks and penalty
So we're
shootouts.
giving you a runner-up trophy.
No,
That's not what a tie is at all.
I'm joking.
So if you're Cape Verde, you know your hardest match in your group is going to be Spain. It's a miracle if you beat them. Some would say it's a miracle if you draw. So if you can draw and split a point with them, that opens the door for you to win your group because you barely survived.
Yes, I understand
And
that.
now if you can
That doesn't
win these
make me
other
like it
easier
anymore.
matches, it's strategic.
Kayla probably watched Rocky and was like, well, he made it 12
Do I come
rounds and
across
he didn't
to
win.
you as a tie type of gal? Let's be real.
It's
fellas.
soccer. It's different.
I don't care.
It's awesome. Are you Cape Verde just had a moment that will probably never happen again in their entire country's history. And it's super cool because it's a tie. Like, they didn't have to go to penalty kicks and lose to Spain.
Yeah.
They got the
I kind
tie.
of like penalty kicks. I'm not going to lie.
Penalties are stressful.
I kind of like that. I like seeing how stressful these guys get.
Yeah, but penalty kicks can be a crapshoot. I'm not saying penalties don't take skill. Don't get me wrong. The keepers are amazing, and to be able to finish
Right.
a penalty top or bottom corner is incredibly difficult to do. So they definitely are skills. But it's like deciding, and we've seen this, deciding an NBA Finals with free throws. It's like, I just want to see a real goal. But I get you. PKs are coming. Don't
That's
worry.
all right, though. Congrats to Cape Verde.
So today, we've got 3 major matches. Not necessarily the matchups themselves, but plenty to watch because we have France's first match against Senegal. That's actually beginning in about 20 minutes, and France is the just behind Spain is the favorite to win it all. Like with Kylian Mbappe as their main star. Like that French team is stacked. So we're going to see them in action for the first time today. Kayla, you're going to be especially engaged in Iraq versus Norway.
That's right.
Your people from Norway,
Let's
the Vikings.
go. Yeah, we Vikings. That's right.
It's Holland's first ever World Cup match.
Erland Holland
Yeah, we were
is
talking
playing.
about him before the show started, and then he showed me the picture.
The photo.
And that is literally that is a Viking.
So-
you know that show Vikings?
Yes.
That he could have played a role perfectly
absolutely.
in that.
Yeah, because he's from Norway.
But but not all Norwegians look they don't look exactly like a Viking.
But he's like
But
a
he's-
physical specimen.
Yes, he
Holland
is.
definitely looks like a Viking, and
Uh-huh.
they did a picture of all of them out in front of a longboat with like the Viking round shields and swords and stuff like that. They look dope.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see Norway make their debut today, and then tonight, Lionel Messi and Argentina take on Algeria. So if
there we
you want to see
go.
the GOAT in action,
Messi, baby.
Messi will be playing tonight for Argentina. So 3 really big matches on the docket. It'll help you get through this time when sports are a little slow. No disrespect to baseball. But if you need to kill time between now and the NBA draft in a week, the World Cup has got you covered, and that's your World Cup date.
Let's go.
Ties are cool. Draws are cool sometimes.
You're
they suck
not
in the NFL.
convincing me.
They suck in the NFL. I 100% agree they
So
suck
that
in the
makes
NFL.
it right in other sports?
Yes, because it's completely different in other sports.
I think we should take it a step further. College football should have ties again. Their overtime system is
God.
stupid.
Well, I agree their overtime system is
We
stupid.
cannot
but
do ties, guys.
Ties in football are
We
dumb.
cannot. We just
tie,
can't.
like I'm glad they don't have ties in baseball. I'm glad they don't have ties in basketball. Like I'm okay with American sports not having ties because ties are very much not an American culture. But soccer being an international game and ties playing a massive part in their point system, I think it's important.
Hockey basically has ties.
They do?
No.
They just do They just do the shootout thing.
Yeah, it's like a shootout like in soccer, too.
Right.
But you get less points.
You get 1 point.
You get
For
one
a
if you
win.
lose, but you
Right.
get normal points if you win.
Right.
It's like a tie.
The strategic.
But it doesn't end in a tie.
No, but
You
it
get what I'm
basically
saying?
does.
Yeah, I hear you. The strategy of like ties in group play or in like a league match in soccer creates really interesting moments in games because you will have teams like Cape Verde, for example. It's not that they're not trying to score at all. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. But you will have teams that will come into road matches and hostile matches where they know they're the heavy underdog, and they will do what's called park the bus, which the entire game, they drop everybody back, they load the box defensively, and they are just going to survive 90 minutes of hell. And it makes for some really entertaining soccer. It can be really fun. Kayla's shaking her head. I tried to pitch her on it. Well, good news. We got Pick a Side coming up. What?
Oh, God.
Pitch her on it.
Oh, because soccer pitch. Yeah, that was unintentional, but thank you, board. Pick a Side is coming up next. Victor Wembanyama. He's the villain the NBA needs. He's catching heat when it comes to not shaking hands after the NBA Finals. And it's becoming a debate, actually. Do you do this? Do you not do this? Is this a thing you leave in youth sports and good sportsmanship after losing the NBA Finals? Draymond Green weighed in on it. We'll talk about it next on Pick a Side, Sactown Sports.
The X Games are coming to Sacramento. Join Kayla Anderson at Sactown Sports 1140 at Cal Expo from June 26th through the 28th to watch the top action sports athletes in the world go head-to-head with 3 days of high-octane competition, BMX, skateboarding, and Moto X, plus live music from global electronic music icon Cascade, Grammy-winning producer Artist Mustard, and DJ Subtronics. Get your tickets today at xgames.com. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Joe Fallon did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he commissioned a portrait of himself. Does Joe already know what he looks like? Yes. Do guests know what he looks like? Also yes. But not as art. It's Joe's savings, and if he wants to spend it on a velvet painting of himself with a white tiger at his feet, we say, roar, Joe, roar. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This is the story of the one. The one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And right now, new mattresses start at $1,500 during our 4th of July sale. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes.
Your dog is limping, but she seems fine. Plus, you've heard they can fake it just to get what they want. So what's the deal now? You're being gaslit.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Oh, now she switched legs. What a diva.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
Who says Halloween has to wait? It's Summerween with the Sacramento Rivercats on Saturday, June 27th at Sutter Health Park. Get ready for spooky fun, summertime baseball, and a night unlike any other at the ballpark. Don't miss Summerween. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
Dawn or dusk, I'm on the hunt. Skeeter here, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District, and I'm wearing Skeeter Vision, night vision goggles that light up skeeters at dawn or dusk like the 4th of July. Mosquito, 12 o'clock. Got 'em. So fight the bite by wearing long sleeves and pants at dawn or dusk when they're most active. Apply insect repellent and drain stagnant water. It's a breeding ground.
Dawn or dusk, the Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you to fight the bite. For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
Pick a side, any side. It's time for Pick a Side on Matt and Kayla.
We should have had pick a side about our ties good in soccer or not, because Kayla would have started yelling at all of us. So it was a little warm up.
There we go.
A little warm up. Now let's get into the real entrees. It's pick a side. Kyle Ledbetter, take it away.
All right, this first one I'm sure we're going to have thoughts on. Brennan Sorsby is now reversing course and going to the NFL supplemental draft. He just bailed everyone out. He was going to fight the system and force the Big 12 to have to consider postponing games, and we were going to have this big reckoning about gambling in sports, and he just bailed everybody out by jumping ship and moving on to the NFL. So will he have an NFL career now that his college football career is over?
I mean, Kayla, I know you're going to have more thoughts than this than I am. Mine are pretty simple. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole if I was an NFL team. I just wouldn't. Like, it's not worth the headache. It's not worth the constant questions you're going to have to be asked. And what are you hoping he turns into? A solid backup? Like, realistically, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, look, he's talented. There's no doubt about that. But your talent sometimes can't overcome all the incredible baggage that you carry.
Right.
And I do believe the NFL is a league where people want to be fixing players, right? I know that there's definitely that mentality.
I can fix them if they're here.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I feel like there's always one that could be lingering out there. But the big thing that's weird to me, guys, with the supplemental draft, it's pretty confusing actually, but I mean, a lot of these teams, they have to like give up, I believe, like a pick for the actual player. And I just don't know, like, has he done anything to that level to like warrant a pick?
Well,
there's like a few that they've done this for.
Atlanta, come on down. Not Atlanta, I'm sorry. Arizona, come on down.
Atlanta also,
Yeah, that's right. Penix isn't cleared to return yet either, so.
Yeah. So here's the interesting thing. He was and again, it's early, but he was projected to be a top 5 pick in the draft next year. Now, granted, Garrett Nussmeier was also supposed to be a top 5 pick going into last year. So, you know, those things change based on a whole college football season. But from what people have been saying, someone is going to bid a supplemental draft pick on him. Whether it's a second rounder or a third rounder, he's going to get picked by somebody, which essentially means they have to give up next year's second or third or whatever they're going to bid. So I think he's going to have a shot somewhere. It's going to be really interesting to see how they develop him, but he's going to have a shot with someone.
He probably will, because the league wants to fix.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
No.
I'm not surprised. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't welcome that. I would not welcome that distraction at all. I'm fine.
Prove me wrong, but I don't feel that he's going to have an NFL career, like successfully at least.
Does he ever play an NFL game?
Yes,
Probably.
for sure. I think he plays an NFL game this year.
As the starter? As the starter?
Maybe not that. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, no, he's totally going to play for somebody.
People always want to give someone a chance, which is, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's just, again, he comes with quite a bit of a, it's like me on vacation. All the bags I carry.
It depends who takes
you
them.
that kind of person?
I mean,
I've got overpack.
Yeah, I overpack for sure. Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know what outfit I'm gonna wear.
So okay. So you're going on a vacation for 3 days. I'm about to derail this whole thing. You're going on vacation
no,
for 3 days.
because we have good pick-a-sides.
Okay, never mind.
We'll ask that question when we return.
Should Wemby have shook hands in the finals? Go.
Yeah, he should have. I like the Wemby villain thing, and I think it's good for the league. I do not, the jersey swap thing, no, I'm out on.
Oh, really?
We don't need to be friendly on all that stuff. But when it comes to an end of a finals or a championship series, they do it in hockey. I mean, those are the most biggest, baddest men, out there tearing each other up, and they go and they shake hands. As much as they don't want to because they just lost, they do it. Look, just go, shake the hands, and go back in. You don't even have to say anything nice.
I don't think I don't look less upon a player for not shaking hands if they don't want to necessarily. You just know if you do it, it's going to come with the label of being a poor sport, and I don't think Wemby cares, and those Spurs players who didn't. I think, Luke Cornett was one of the only Spurs players that actually stuck around to, shake hands.
A lot of them didn't.
But most of them dipped out immediately.
Yeah.
But at the same time, raw reaction, you just lost in the finals. You just lost because for the fourth game in a row, not in a row, but for 4 games, you completely fell apart and lost in the fourth quarter the exact same way. You did it at home while everybody's celebrating around you and confetti and all the Knicks fans in your own building. I can't say I wouldn't want to get off that court as soon as possible, and I wouldn't want to embrace anybody that I just went to war with. I probably would be the person that would be fine shaking hands and just say congratulations, appreciate you. And there were, we saw De'Aaron Fox and Mike Brown embrace afterwards, so we don't know if they ever interacted with each other afterwards. I don't judge a player based off of it, but it comes with the sore loser label. You just have to be aware of that.
I don't necessarily judge a player, but I do think sportsmanship is still important in this day and age. I think we've overly saturated some of the friendliness within the leagues and stuff where we don't have to be buddy-buddy.
Yeah.
But, when it comes to a hard-earned title or something, just go shake the hand of your opponent. Again, you don't have to like it, but at least it shows just the sportsmanship still.
Yeah, but to kind of your point, on the other side of that coin too, I'll just use De'Aaron Fox as an example because we know he's a hot topic here in Sacramento. If De'Aaron Fox goes over and daps up Mike Brown right afterwards and has a smile on his face or whatever, or
he doesn't have to have a smile.
No, I know, but these players naturally are going to interact with each other, say things in each other.
Yeah.
We see this all the time after losses during the regular season. Players dab each other up and smile, hey, good luck the rest of the season, stuff like that, and people react negatively to that. What the hell are you smiling for? You just lost. You just got your ass kicked. I think there would have been a lot of that had Wemby stuck around versus getting it. It's no matter what you do, you're going to get criticized for it. I just expect the criticism when you don't shake hands. Draymond Green even weighed in on it. I remember Draymond weighing in when Domantas Sabonis refused to shake hands after Game 7. Draymond weighed in on that. Said, I lost a ton of respect for Domantas Sabonis. All right. You stomped on him, pal.
Yeah.
Well, Sabonis grabbed his ankle,
Oh, of course. Ankle lock.
Yeah. By the way, I think Bill Simmons made the point, Wemby is the fastest hero to villain arc in the history of the NBA.
Yeah,
I think we all saw it coming, though.
No, I thought everyone was going to love him.
Everyone loves Wemby's passion, but I think we knew very quickly that Wemby was going to piss people off.
But sometimes I like a villain. So
I think Wemby loves the idea of being a villain.
It's okay. Villains always, the title is awful, right? But, you can kind of like a villain role, too.
You don't have to be a bad guy to be a villain. Does that make sense? You're
for
not,
sure.
Wemby's not a bad person to be a villain.
I mean, Alan Stiles is a villain, but we love him.
Oh, no, but Alan's is a bad guy.
Oh, he's a bad guy?
Oh, yeah, we hate him. He's evil. Pure evil.
The one thing that's interesting, too, is, it took LeBron going to Miami for kind of his villain arc to happen, or, Durant going to the Warriors, or Steph when Durant went to the Warriors, even though Steph's never really been a villain, even though people didn't like the Warriors.
He has.
You think?
Oh, yeah, when Steph was doing his shimmying and stuff, people hated Steph. But he's been such a great dude. You can't actually hate Steph, but people called Steph the biggest showman. He ruined basketball. He all he does is take bad shots. There was a period of time where Steph was hated, and it was around the time when LeBron went back to Cleveland, and now we like LeBron again because he's not the bad guy in Miami. So to your point, but oh yeah, I remember very much because I didn't hate Steph necessarily because I was mesmerized by him. But, oh, man, when Steph would shoot those threes and start shimmying down the court with his mouth guard hanging out, oh, people hated him. He's great.
You're obsessed with him.
I love Steph Curry.
Now we can get back to my luggage when we return.
Okay. Well, no, we don't have time because Cam Salerno is going to be joining us. But we will revisit Kayla's luggage problems and her overpacking addiction. I don't know. I'm exaggerating, but maybe you do. When we return next, we got Cameron Salerno from CBS Sports. Of course, he's a local guy. He's also a big fan of Darius Acuff Jr. I've got his mock draft open in front of me right now. We'll talk to Cam about what he thinks is going to happen in this draft and what the Sacramento Kings should... What?
Sorry. Red was in the camera, and I shot out the treats right in his face, and he goes scattering across the floor.
You hit him in the face with them?
Sorry.
Derail a radio show because my dog got hit in the face with a treat. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
The top young talent in the NBA is headed to Sacramento this summer for the 8th annual California Classic presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings will host the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and Golden State Warriors in a preseason showcase that's sure to bring more fireworks to your 4th of July weekend. 3-day general admission passes for July 4th, 5th, and 6th are available now. Visit kings.com/California Classic for details.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Get ready for the expo sale at Cresco Restaurant Equipment, June 17th through 20th. For 4 days only, save big on everything you need for your food service operation. Shop huge discounts on refrigeration, ice machines, gas cooking equipment, indoor and outdoor furniture, commercial cooking tools, glassware, tableware, and much more. Plus, meet factory reps and enter for giveaways. It's all happening at Cresco Restaurant Equipment, 951 Richards Boulevard. Everything is on sale. Don't miss the best savings opportunity of the year.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and Woodland. Chad, I got a question. What's happening for Chrysler's Make This the Summer event?
Right now, you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP on those hard-to-find new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy duties. Plus, you can take advantage of available 5.9% for 84 months financing with no payments for 90 days on select inventory.
Chad, you've always got the best selection of Rams and now the best interest rates.
We are truck people at Hoblet. That's why we have over 600 new Rams available. And more importantly, the hard-to-find Rams you're looking for. That means your new Ram is waiting at HobletDodge.com.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
14,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $10,500 dealer discount. Incentives include $500 on-the-job upfit for eligible upfit, 1,000 Hoblet business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade-in. 10th net savings. See dealer for details.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the matchday spread. He's reaching for the Buffalo wing. Perfect. Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too. Incredible. What a finish. Sensational combination. Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. It's time for the lunch break. Your calls, your thoughts, your segment. Call or text us at 916-339-1140. It's the lunch break on Matt and Kayla.
All right, before we get to Cam Salerno from CBS Sports, coming back with a bit of a mini rant here. Facebook is garbage.
Yeah, it is.
Facebook is literal garbage.
It really is.
Now, I grew up, I was in middle school when like Facebook started getting really popular.
Yep.
So I grew up with
used
like
to be like that though.
the golden age of Facebook before basically like my mom's generation completely took it over. Facebook is the misinformation capital
That's what it is.
the world.
Yep.
Every single time I open
Facts.
Facebook, I see some dumbass post about some trade in the NBA or some breaking news thing that is just so stupid. I open Facebook because for some reason I have to do it to keep in track with some people. And I open Facebook, and the first thing that shows up is a picture of Tom Thibodeau. And it says, breaking news, Tom Thibodeau is the new head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. And I open Facebook maybe once every few days. The last time I opened Facebook, it was breaking news, De'Aaron Fox has been traded. Or it's just, and the thing is, these idiots buy it. These people respond to these things. And if you're active on Facebook, God bless you, do not get faked out.
It is kind of crazy, though. Are there not stipulations?
There's just, it's
like a Wild West of college football.
X and Twitter sucks too, but I'm much more active on it. But at least they have like the community notes and like, this is not true and here's why. They actively try and combat misinformation. Facebook just like, who cares? Put it out there.
The amount of times my parents will say something and it will be like, well, that's what it was on Facebook. I said, are you idiotic? I said, that's not true.
The amount of people who post things like this person has died on Facebook and they're not actually dead is horrendous. Facebook sucks. Don't get your information off of Facebook. And also, if you're on Facebook fan groups, you're part of the problem too. Talking about the Kings Facebook pages. Those are dreadful. Cam Salerno is not dreadful. He does great work over at CBS Sports, and he, of course, is very locked into this NBA draft. Cam Salerno and I went to the same high school together. Not at the same time, or there might have been a brief overlap, Cam. I don't remember necessarily. Wood Creek High School in Roseville. He's a local guy, but covering college basketball at the national level. He joins us now. Cam, first off, how are you, my friend? Welcome into the show. And secondly, are you buying into the hype of so many of your colleagues saying this could be one of the greatest draft classes of all time?
Well, thanks for having me on. First off, I enjoyed your Facebook rant. I do say whenever I open up Facebook, it's always like, it's something. But yeah, I mean, this class is really good. It's one of the best freshman classes I had ever watched in my lifetime of watching college basketball. Like it's so deep, so talented. And, even a week before the draft, there's no really consensus number one pick, which I think is so cool because beauty is the eye of the beholder. Like a lot of people think that it should be AJ Domantas. Some people like myself think it should be Darren Peterson. And, some people who are heavy into analytics and watched a lot of college basketball would say Cam Boozer. I think all three are extremely talented players. And yeah, I mean, it's a great class. Like I'm very excited to see how this class is as rookies because last year's class is really good. Like the top 5 picks were all studs this season. And I think this class could be even better. So really looking forward to seeing how this draft goes. It's a week before, and I think there's a lot of unknowns still, which I think is normal. But, last year I think a lot of people knew the first 2 picks who they were going to be. It was Cooper Flagg and obviously Dylan Harper. And after that, it's kind of where, the draft got started. And this year it's pick 5 where the drama I think is going to really start. I mean, in any combination, the top 4 picks are going to go in some order. It'd be an absolute shocker if someone like Caleb Wilson or Darren or any of those guys fell at the top 4. I would be really shocked.
So in saying that, Cam, with the draft starting maybe at that 5 pick, where do you see the Clippers going?
I think they're going to go Michael Brown Jr. I think he's someone who came in the season for me as my top-rated point guard, if you're not including Darren Pearson in that conversation. Obviously, he had an up-and-down year at Louisville where He missed 11 or 12 games
11.
due to a back issue. And, his numbers as a whole, I don't think really tell the full story. I think he shot 34% from three, but he was one of the best three-point shooters in the high school circuit. And also, he was really good with FIBA in the summer before he got to Louisville. And, you saw flashes of his elite shooting. I want to say it was against NC State where he knocked down 10 three-pointers. And he is an elite shooter. I think that fit next to Darius Garland in the backcourt would be really good. I mean, you can also make the case for Keenan Wagler at number 5, which I think is a lot of people mocked him there. I don't think the Clippers can go wrong because, I don't think they shouldn't pick someone based off Darius Garland being on the roster. Like, Garland's a great player, but this is a guy who you're going to build around, especially if you do trade Kawhi Leonard for whatever you do. And I think this could be a foundational building block. So I would say Brown for now. I still think he has tremendous upside. Like, I think if he had a better freshman year and played a little bit more, I think he might be, locked in that 5 spot. But yeah, a really good player. I think it'd be a really good fit with the Clippers.
Cam Salerno from CBS Sports is joining us. You can check out his mock draft. I love how CBS Sports does it because they put all of their 4 experts' mock drafts together. It's Cam, it's Adam Finkelstein, and you have Gary Parrish and Isaac Trotter and their mock drafts as well. You can go check all 4 of them out right now on CBS Sports and their CBSSports.com. Cam, you, like many of us here in Sacramento and certainly on this show, are high on Darius Acuff Jr. You like the idea of Darius Acuff Jr. For the Sacramento Kings to go out and get, and in your mock draft, you have the Kings doing what they need to do, moving up to 6 to be able to acquire Darius Acuff Jr. So a 2-part question. Number 1, it sounds like you don't believe Acuff will fall to 7, and 2, it sounds like you believe he would be worth the asset to move up to go and get him for Sacramento.
Yeah, I mean, that mock draft was from a few weeks ago, so it was just I think that Acuff is going to go either 6 or 7 to either Brooklyn or Sacramento. Obviously, there could be a wild card where someone trades up to 5 or 6 and jumps Sacramento to get Acuff. I haven't been shy about it. I think Darius Acuff Jr. is the best true point guard in this class. I think he's a tier above the other point guards in his draft range. I think he's clearly the 5th best prospect in this class. He does a lot of everything really well. He's an elite shooter. He can facilitate. I know a lot of questions about his defense, but, he has really good size and strength, and he uses that to get to the rim. He's one of the best rim finishers in the freshman class and among those guards. And, obviously the Coach Cal stamp doesn't hurt. The amount of guards Coach Cal has produced is, it's a laundry list. I mean, obviously Arkansas didn't have a first-round pick last year, and Darius is going to be the next one that is played under Coach Cal. I just think he's a tremendous player. Obviously, in the draft, if you have your guy who you want and you believe in, like the Kings probably believe with Acuff, like, would you move up? I think it definitely could be a possibility. It obviously depends on the cost and who else is trying to move up. I think the Kings are in a position where they don't really have a ton of future draft assets where trading up could cost a future pick swap or the 2031 pick from Minnesota. Like, would you trade up to, secure Acuff? It's definitely a debate. Like I said, I think he's a tier above the other point guards in the class, but I think there also is benefit to kind of just waiting to see what happens at 7. I know the Clippers, if they do take Wagler or they take Michael Brown Jr., I mean, that leaves the Nets with an interesting decision. And, like last year, the Nets really didn't go off consensus. They made a pretty surprising pick at 8. They obviously had 5 first-round picks. I mean, they could benefit from dropping an offensive engine like, Darius Acuff Jr., but I think there still is a really strong chance that Acuff makes it to 7. The Kings don't have to trade up because I think the Nets are really a wild card on draft night. I mean, I know it's been the rumor maybe Nate Ament or Daimara, like 2 of those guys. Like, I just don't think we're going to see 4 consecutive point guards taken in the 5 to 9 range where a lot of people mock. So I think there's going to be some drama on draft night. There's always players, especially in the top 10 range, that kind of like is a shock. So I think Acuff has a strong chance to fall to 7. I've said it for, a few months or ever since lottery night. I think Acuff is going to be a Sacramento King when it's all said and done.
Yeah, Cam, and I was going to ask about Nate Ahmed. Clearly, there has been a little bit of smoke of him possibly going to the Nets. Do you see that having any realistic, factor to it in terms of, who Nate is right now? And I know he's got a high ceiling, but there are some questions around him.
Yeah, I'm kind of lower on Nate Ahmed than consensus. I thought, his season at Tennessee was a real mixed bag. Like, he shot under 40% from the field, shot 33% from three. He did improve throughout the season, which was a positive. He got to the free throw line at a high rate, which is also positive, and he shot, I think, 78% from the free throw line. So that was really good because, free throw success translates to future shooting success in the NBA. Mm-hmm. It tends to, but I think that is a possibility. Like I said, I think the Nets could kind of go be a wild card on draft night. They also could just shop pick number 6 and have the highest bidder come up. I mean, I know the Bucks, I think, have been interested in Darius A-Cup Jr. Like, there's plenty of teams who are interested in A-Cup, and it should be no surprise. I think the only way, this isn't source, so don't aggregate, but I think the only way that A-Cup doesn't make it a 7 is if someone trades up to get him. I don't see the Nets or Clippers taking him. I really don't.
If we are to take what's been put out there publicly, including some reporting that we've done ourselves here at Sactown Sports, it sounds like it's A-Cup Jr. number 1, and if he's not there, the Kings seem more than content with Kingston Flemings out of Houston as their backup option at 7 if someone did indeed take A-Cup at 5 or 6 or move up to go and get him. What do you make of Kingston Flemings as a plan B? Of course, you never want the player to know that they're plan B necessarily, but what do you think about Kingston Flemings?
I think Kingston's a great player. Like, obviously, he comes from a great system with Houston. Kelvin Sampson is just one of the best coaches in America. Really good player. I thought what was really impressive about Kingston this season is he kind of took over as the 1A guy on a team that was very experienced and Houston just played for the national title against Florida before Kingston got on campus. And, Kingston has like that elite burst. Like, he is really good at getting to his spots. Like, a lot of people have compared him to De'Aaron, and I think there is some truth to that. Like, Kingston and De'Aaron both are really good at getting to their spots in the mid-range. I think for me, Kingston is someone, and this isn't a bad thing. I think Kingston is probably more of a high-end role player in the NBA. And would you take that player at 7? I think there's a possibility. Like, I think he could be like a Cason Wallace, Cason Wallace is a fantastic player, so it wouldn't be, the worst thing. But if, A-Cup is not there, I've said the Kings should explore possibly trading back. And, if you could get someone like Oklahoma City to trade up who has 12 and 17, or even Charlotte. I think that I saw today that was a potential rumor for 14, 18, and maybe something else. I definitely think the Kings should consider that. There's a lot of really, really good players after, in that post-lottery range I think the Kings could benefit from. I know some people talked about LeBaron Philon, who had an outstanding year at Alabama. But to go back to Kingston, I think he's a great player. I don't think you can go wrong with any of those guards in that 5 to 9 range. Even someone like Braden Burries, who I've been really high on. I think he's a really good player. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of the guards. So I think the Kings should be happy with whoever they get after draft night.
Yeah, let's expand a little bit on Burries. We've had people here, listeners here, who have also liked Burries. We haven't talked about him as much just because there's other guys that obviously in that 7 spot I feel like they would maybe take before him. But what have you really liked about Burries, and what makes maybe a team hesitant, though, to take him at 7?
Yeah, Braden Burries will be 21 years old before the start of the NBA season, so he was an older freshman at Arizona. Arizona as a team wasn't really that much of a three-point shooting team, but Braden Burries was by far their best three-point shooter. I thought what was really interesting about Braden Burries this season is he kind of started the season slow. A lot of people talked about Koa Pete, and obviously Jaden Bradley was the Big 12 Player of the Year, but Braden Burries really, as the season went on, I think around mid-December, became Arizona's best player, in my opinion. I think he just kind of does a little bit of everything. He reminds you of someone like Derek White. Just can kind of be a multifaceted role player at the NBA, like a high-end role player. I don't think he's a lead guard in the NBA. I think he's probably more of an off-ball guard. But, he can shoot, he can defend, he can rebound. He can kind of do a little bit of everything. So I don't think it would be, I don't think it'd be the worst pick at 7. I think that's someone you potentially trade back for. But then, someone like Dallas, I think it's been rumored that they're interested in Braden Burries, who has pick number 9. That could be interesting. But, mock drafts are so fun because as soon as pick 3 or 4 happens, you just rip up your entire mock draft because there's always chaos and there's always drama. Someone's inevitably going to fall. We'll see who that potentially is. I think I could see one of the guards in that 5 to 9 range potentially falling a little bit, but we'll have to see. But yeah, a really big fan of Braden Burries. I think he's a great player. I think he's going to be a really good, impactful player in the NBA.
Cam, again, looking at your mock draft in front of me on CBSSports.com, I want to actually ask you about the top of the mock draft. You have Darren Peterson going number 1 to the Wizards, not A.J. Domantas like your 3 other colleagues have. Like you said, there's not a consensus number 1. Why do you feel that Darren Peterson is more likely to be that pick for Washington?
Yeah, I think Darren Peterson's the best player in the class. I think that's something I've said for the last 12 months. He is someone, if you watch his film at Public Prep, he was incredible. He got to the paint. He was a lead guard. And at Kansas, obviously the cramping issues kind of maybe rubbed people the wrong way at times. He didn't play. I think he missed 11 games. Darren can just kind of do a little bit of everything. I think he's a two-way player in the NBA. I personally think he's a better fit with Washington than Utah. Utah already has Keontae George, which I don't think that should sway them from drafting Darren Peterson. But I just think that Peterson's the best player in the class. I think if Peterson played more this season at Kansas, I think he'd be consensus number 1. AJ's obviously an incredible player, but I think personally, I think there's going to be some drama on draft night. I really do. I know obviously the reports that Darren only met with Washington, which
right.
Doesn't guarantee that he's going number 1 or AJ, but I don't know. I think obviously AJ is the favorite to go number 1, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if he goes number 1. But I think Darren's the best player in the class, and I could see it definitely happening.
Do you feel, Cam? I truly feel like even here, before we knew where the Kings were going to pick, there just wasn't as much talk about Cam Boozer. There's just something about these other guys that they've gotten just way more headlines, in my opinion. Just, again, maybe we're isolated here. But what are your thoughts on, Cam's fit in a Memphis or something like that if he ends up going there?
Yeah, I think that'd be a really fun fit. I mean, him and Zach Edey would be one of the best rebounding front courts in the NBA from day one. Cam is such a physical player. He can score in the low post. He's one of the best passers. I think he's going to be one of the best passers immediately in the NBA. His basketball IQ is off the charts. He can stretch the floor. And I just think he's a great fit almost anywhere. You can plug him in any of the top 4 teams. I think he'd be a fantastic fit. I mean, it's just crazy because in any other year almost, Cam Boozer would probably be the consensus number 1 pick. He just produced one of the best one-and-done seasons in college basketball history at Duke. Obviously Cooper Flagg was incredible at Duke, but Cam Boozer statistically was just as good. And I don't think people are talking about Cam enough. I think people are going to be kind of shocked when maybe they watch Cam Boozer play in Summer League and he goes for 30 points and 10 rebounds, and people are going to say, well, we underestimate this guy maybe throughout the whole draft cycle, because, it is true. I think people have talked about Darren and AJ a lot more throughout the draft cycle, and I think, it's definitely valid. I think people have kind of put Cam at number 3 and left it at that, and even some people think Caleb Wilson is the 3rd best player in the class. But I think Cam's a great player, and I think he's going to be a great fit almost anywhere.
Well, you mentioned we could have some drama on draft night. I believe a lot of teams are going to be working the phones to potentially move back into the first round a little bit later on, just because of the amount of talent that is in this draft class, even outside of the lottery, that maybe in other years would be lottery talent. But I want to ask you specifically about these scenarios that we're hearing about the Kings potentially trading down. The latest one is the Kings trading 7 to Charlotte for 14 and 18. Cam, I absolutely hate this idea. No disrespect to any of the talent in that range, like LeBaron Philon, for example. I think there's very good talent there. The Sacramento Kings, 1, are desperate for talent, period. 2, are desperate for a point guard and find themselves in a position to check both of those boxes. Why in the hell would the Sacramento Kings consider trading down in this draft? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's because I think, you can make the argument that someone like Phylon should be in the conversation in the top 10, as far as the top point guards go. And I mean, I think there's so much depth around pick 14 to 20 where you could really make a case someone like Jaden Quaidens, who is one of the most unique draft prospects in this year's class. He played, I think, 4 total games at Kentucky last season because of a knee issue. But if you watch his tape at Arizona State as a freshman, he was one of the best defenders in college basketball. And I think, a lot of people, if his medicals don't check out, I could see him falling. But, he was someone coming in the year where he was a potential top 5 pick in the class if he played. And so I think, if you're the Sacramento Kings and you need talent and you don't see that much of a gap between, point guard 4 and point guard 5, why not trade back? I think there's going to be a run on point guards in the top 10, but I think there's going to be some really good point guards available after, pick 14 in that 14 and 20 range. So I don't think it'd be the worst idea in the world to trade back. If Acuff is there, I just draft him and go about my day. I would much rather, if you're the Sacramento Kings, try to trade back into the first round with someone who has multiple first-round picks, like a Thunder or, the Atlanta Hawks at pick 23 and 8. I would try to do that instead of, trading up or trading back, but that's just me. So I think there's a lot of talent in that. Like I said, there's a lot of talent in the 14 and 20 range where, you would probably have to feel really comfortable and know who you're targeting to, trade back that far. But, yeah, it's definitely a risk for sure.
Cam, we appreciate you making the time right before this draft night that's coming up in a week. Your coverage over on CBS Sports continues to be fantastic, including throughout the college basketball season. So thank you for coming on the show. We'll have to do it again, maybe have you back on to break down whatever the Kings decide to do on draft night. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're doing well, and looking forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks,
Cam Salerno from CBS Sports joining us there. Yeah, Cam is very much on the Acuff train for the Kings. I can't stop thinking about that workout, and you can use air quote for workout because in reality, it's a 1-on-0 workout.
Meeting.
It's Acuff coming in. Hey, let's work with the coaches a little bit. Let's just see a few things. Okay, and then now let's sit down and let's have a conversation. That's what the workout is.
For sure.
I can't stop thinking about that meeting is going to decide whether or not the Kings are going to say it is worth it for us to move up and get him out.
I think it is because I think they went to, honestly, again, going back to what I was talking about earlier in the show, I think they went to Kingston Fleming's, met with Kingston Fleming's, got a feel for what they thought of him, have Acuff come in. Okay, do we really do, like you said, what we need to do and maybe trade up a spot to get him? Or are we that comfortable with what we saw in Kingston and how we met with him and what vibes we got with him to just stick and pick?
Right.
So I truly feel there's not a coincidence that those meetings came within a week of each other.
Yeah. Do I believe that everything the Kings are considering is out public? Absolutely not. Do I believe the Kings wanted everything that's out about those two in particular? No. But I do believe I feel it's a 2-horse race.
I do too.
We're seeing Mikal Brown Jr. mocked to the Kings a lot right now in that 7 range.
Don't really get that.
I've reached out, crickets back. Yeah. I have not heard anything about Mikal Brown Jr. in Sacramento, which could be 2 things. 1, there's nothing there, or 2, the fact that I'm not hearing back means they're trying to make sure nobody realizes or thinks about Mikal Brown Jr. to Sacramento. They want to keep it that way. I think it's the 2-horse race. It's Acuff or Flemings.
I truly do too. Watch, we're just completely surprised they picked Nate Ament.
Bam! Here comes a Daymara.
They just throw us a freaking curveball.
All centers all the time. Domas, a Daymara as their starters. You got Max and Dylan off the bench. Zach LaVine, shoot as many threes as you want, and they'll all just gang rebound. I'm here for it.
I'm so excited for Haynes Steinbeck.
Oh, Yaxel Lendeboer, come on in.
Now that I would be not
Kayla
happy
might leave
with.
the city.
That would not.
We want 24-year-olds. We want 24-year-olds.
Who need to be incentivized to play hard.
Win now talent. Win now talent. Jeez. We don't want to tank. We're going for the play-in, baby. Sign Zach LaVine to a 3-year extension. Let's go. Keep DeMar DeRozan around. We'll pay for that play-in. We'll pay for a play-in.
If I have to talk
Hashtag.
another 2 years about
We're going in the luxury tax for the play-in.
Choo-choo! No price tag is too high for the 8th seed.
No, for the 10th seed and then losing in the play-in.
No, but then we make it to the 8th seed, and then the Oklahoma City Thunder beat us by 92. No, the Spurs. Kings, Spurs, first round of the playoffs. De'Aaron Fox's playoff redemption begins with averaging 90 points a game against his former team.
This is when I know Matt hasn't had a snack today.
I'm hungry.
I can tell.
And we got to get into...
And I can't help you with that today.
Yeah, you're juicing over there. We gotta get into Kayla's luggage problems. I have a... You know what? You made a demand last week. I'm making a demand when we come back. I'll have that for you. Plus, NFL executives pick their favorite movies. Jeez Louise. Moves.
Cool.
Hey, that's an off-season topic is movies, by the way. But NFL executives pick their favorite moves of the offseason. We'll talk about that, too. When we return, it's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
The top young talent in the NBA is headed to Sacramento this summer for the 8th annual California Classic presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings will host the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and Golden State Warriors in a preseason showcase that's sure to bring more fireworks to your 4th of July weekend. 3-day general admission passes for July 4th, 5th, and 6th are available now. Visit kings.com/California Classic for details.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see. The new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026 is taking on Cal Expo this summer. Catch live music performances and more than 100 top skate, BMX, and Moto X athletes compete. June 26th through June 28th. Get your tickets now at xgames.com.
Join Sactown Sports 1140 and Super Taco on June 17th at 1 p.m. for the ultimate soccer viewing party. Cheer on England or Croatia. Score team jerseys and prizes. Enjoy great food and wear your colors. Super Taco on Franklin Boulevard, June 17th and 1 p.m. Don't miss it.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140.
Who says Halloween has to wait? It's Summerween with the Sacramento Rivercats on Saturday, June 27th at Sutter Health Park. Get ready for spooky fun, summertime baseball, and a night unlike any other at the ballpark. Don't miss Summerween. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
At Big O, we are your home for all things tires and prices to fit your wallet. Now through July 5th, get $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nitto, Toyo, and Cooper brand tires with installation purchase. Disposal fees extra, not go with other offers. See Big O dealer for pricing.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Skeeter here, my card. Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. I never met a Culex terrasalis I didn't want to smack. That's Latin for mosquito. Hey, it's time again to fight the bite. Time to protect yourself from West Nile virus by applying insect repellent. Once a week, drain stagnant water and report dirty green swimming pools.
Ew.
They're breeding grounds.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite.
My card never gets old.
For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 59, Nick Bosa wins Defensive Player of the Year.
In his fourth season with the San Francisco 49ers, defensive lineman Nick Bosa earned first-team All-Pro honors, ended the 17-game regular season slate as the league's sack leader, and was announced as the AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Bosa became a member of an exclusive club of 49ers defensive legends to win the award. Bosa joined former defensive tackle Dana Stubblefield, who won it in '97, and cornerback Deion Sanders, who got the honor in 1994.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140.
Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
I need to know what's good etiquette when you have a friend or let's say hypothetically your radio host is going through like a juicing fast or something like that, right? And she hasn't eaten and she talks about being hungry. Now you're hungry too, so you go down and you get a snack. And now I want to eat that snack, but now I feel guilty about eating that snack because Kayla, hypothetically,
it's not your fault.
My co-host is staring at me like she's going to kill me if I take a bite of something.
No, I'm not. I chose to do this stupid freaking thing.
I know, but I'm not trying to rub it in your face.
It's okay. I chose to do it, so I have to put up with the consequences of seeing other people eat things that I would like to be eating like now, i.e. an Oreo or Cheez-Its. Instead, I can't. And here's the other thing, folks. I can't even really make it through like the full juice. So I end up drinking, there's 6 juices in a day. I end up drinking half of each juice. So I'm really not even getting the amount of
And then you
calories.
just throw the rest of it away?
Well, no, I mean.
Also, it looks warm.
It is warm, but it's fine.
Ew.
No, it's fine.
Warm juice?
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Ugh.
But I'm getting headaches, so that's because I'm not.
Well,
I
you're
don't
working
think,
with me.
Well, that too.
That has nothing to do with juicing. You just listening to me for 4 hours a day. Thank you, Board.
Very, very true.
I'm in the
Also
audience.
giving me a headache when I have to pack for something.
Grand segue, Kayla.
Wonderful. Oh, I was going to ask you, how many suitcases do you use just for your juice?
It comes in like a box.
Oh, so you'll have a separate suitcase for your box of juice?
Well, I'm not traveling with that stuff. It just goes in my fridge.
Yeah, so, I mean, we got to talk about this. So you went on a trip to LA.
Yeah.
Recently. It was 3 days?
Yeah, 3 days.
Okay, so you have a daytime outfit and a nighttime outfit, I'm guessing. So we're starting at 6 outfits minimum. You smiling as if you're going to have 3 outfits a day. And if you say that, I'm going to judge you.
You can judge me all you want.
You have 3 outfits a day?
No, so listen, no. However, when you go on a girls' trip and, we go to fun dinners, go out sometimes, you don't know every day what you're going to feel like. Are you going to feel like this is a little, too risque? Are you going to feel like this is a little too boring? Are you going to feel like that you're wanting to wear just black, or maybe you want to add a color? when you go on trips, it just depends. So you always want to make sure you have a backup outfit. So you have your day, outfit, lounging around usually. Then you've got your nights where you got to double up because you don't know which one you're going to really want to wear.
So 2 outfits a night?
Usually that you can pick from.
Oh,
now,
my
I
Lord.
also am very, very helpful when it comes to being a friend because I usually design one of my friends. She's no offense against it. Love her to death. She's not good at like picking out stuff.
Oh, good.
For
So
going out.
you've insulted my outfits and now her outfits too. Great.
So I actually help her out by bringing maybe an extra outfit to help her. Then I also have to have my PJs. So
yeah, one pair of
No,
PJs.
no. That gets
what
dirty.
What the hell are you talking about?
I like to have a new PJ set for every night.
Brother.
Do you do that like normally when you're at home?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Then
I have
that's consistent.
OCD when it comes to like cleanliness.
No, but at home is not the same thing because you have a freaking dresser. The clothes just live there. When you are packing to go on a trip, 3 different pairs of pajamas is nuts.
But I understand if that's something you do at home, then you keep up the consistency.
No, you don't.
Oh yeah,
live at
I also
home
forgot
on the
about
road.
all my workout outfits because I work out on trips.
Oh, that's true.
Okay,
That's true.
How many suitcases are you packing?
Just one.
BS.
No, swear.
No, you
and
pack
it
all
never
together.
over.
Is that the thing the size of a trunk?
It's big, but it never goes over 50 pounds. Now I've gotten close to 50 pounds because when in Southwest, the minute it hits 50. Now, so I have that, and then
you
I have my
vacuum seal it.
No, I just roll everything. Then I have my big carry-on, and that's where all like the hair dryer goes, the curling iron.
And this is for 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But
so when you unpack when you come home, does it take like the rest of the day?
yeah, and that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
That's the part that, and
I'm-
I've become more efficient at it in terms of getting in there and just unpacking right away. The more I wait, the more it takes me longer to get everything.
See, I hate that. I walk in from like vacation and that suitcase is sitting in the middle of the floor for like a day. I don't want to unpack it.
Oh,
And my wife hates it.
I do it now right in the start because then I'm
Ew.
like, I'm not going to have to wait around. I'm tired usually, but I just get it out of the way.
Now, do you do like a laundry bag when you go? And
Yeah,
then-
I
'cause-
do. I have like a bag that I'll take or like a, just a plastic bag or something, put my laundry in.
stuff that ish in there.
Well, then it gets stinky because my
Well, yeah.
workout clothes. You don't want to leave workout clothes.
Well, no, you don't put it in there like when you get back but like you put it in a different
Oh, yeah,
part of your
multiple bathing suits. You're right, Kimberly.
Well, yeah, that seems fair.
And those take some bulk.
Because if you can't wash a bathing suit, why would you use a bathing suit twice?
Well, also, when you're doing a girls' trip, especially when you go to Miami, which I've been a couple times, you want a new suit for every day. You don't want to wear the same suit.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to wear the same suit.
You say this,
I
Matt.
couldn't go on Love Island for this reason. How do they fit all that stuff into that suitcase?
Well,
they don't.
No, it's
Oh,
all.
they don't?
No, it's all like.
Of course not.
They get their size, and then all their outfits are there, and then the suitcase is just for the B-roll.
So they get free outfits?
Yes.
Man, is it
Dang,
Matt? Women
man.
overpacking isn't new. No, I know that. It just stresses me out. I know it's not new. My wife doesn't do this bad, but my wife does the same thing where she'll overpack, and it drives me nuts.
Kayla, you think these people that are general managers at Dunkin' Donuts have these $1,000 outfits that they're wearing on Love Island?
I've heard interviews with some of these girls who said that they went and like spent all this money on, like maybe it was the earlier Love Islands that they did that.
Yes, that's probably true. Yes,
And
now
maybe
they have
it's changed now.
Yes, now that they have a real budget.
Yeah, like they would go and put like things on credit cards.
TC, how many bathing suits do you change into on your vacations?
None at all, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. None at all.
You don't even bring a bathing suit? Ew, you're not one of those people, are you?
No, bro. Listen,
Do you swim in basketball shorts?
And no. Listen. I swim in some basketball shorts before I put on a bathing suit. I'm gonna tell you that, but I got swim trunks, bro.
Right on, man.
Come on, Matt.
That's the most American thing. Amen. What up, TC?
Matt trying to catch him one.
Nah, I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, come on. He's one of
Hey,
us,
listen.
Geminis. Come on now.
Hey, right. Hey, listen, bro. So the draft pick, Hey, listen, what that guy said, A-Cuff is the guy, right? A-Cuff is the guy. Let's not overthink it. But honestly, I like what Perry is doing. He's keeping everybody at bay and keeping everybody out of our business. And it seems like we're speaking a lot. It seems like we're speaking a lot, like with all the breaking news and all, like the reporting, but it's not. He got everybody in a term zone like, man, this ain't the same old Kings. This is going around making moves, making everybody think, making people want to give him draft picks.
TC, appreciate the call. We're up against it here. I'll just say this. I think Scott Perry is very confident in being able to do what he needs to do to get what he needs to get done.
I think so, too.
I don't know what that means. But.
And without getting too much out there. We talked about it this season.
Yep.
Like how everything kind of stayed in-house, although there seemed to be a lot going on.
Yeah.
It seems like that's kind of the case with the draft. There's not too much out there.
Yeah. He knows how to play the game. Before we go to break, you made a demand of me last week. You demanded that I bring back the lyric game, so I'm doing it. I'm making a demand of you. We said during the summertime we were going to get Kayla's story times, and we have not gotten any of them yet, and that's BS, and you need to honor that part of your contract. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
I just gave one.
The top young talent in the NBA is headed to Sacramento this summer for the 8th annual California Classic presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings will host the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and Golden State Warriors in a preseason showcase that's sure to bring more fireworks to your 4th of July weekend. 3-day general admission passes for July 4th, 5th, and 6th are available now. Visit kings.com/California Classic for details.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Today, we're talking about how you don't have to earn more when you can save more. Okay, so you brought me this stat. T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. That seems surprising.
Yeah, when I first heard it, I thought, okay. But when the experts at HarrisX broke it down, it was true for millions of families.
They have a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans and America's Best Network, plus lower bills. I'm not hearing any sacrifice here.
Which is what people need right now. Reliability, predictability. Affordable wireless service isn't a perk. It's a difference. And listeners, if you don't believe me, you can check it out at T-Mobile.com/switch.
Best mobile network based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Based on HarrisX billing snapshots from Q3 21 to Q4 25 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. For more details, see harrisx.com/T-Mobile-bills.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older? And you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the match day spread. He's reaching for the Buffalo wing. Perfect. Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! Incredible! What a finish! Sensational combination! Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell us what's happening for Chrysler's Make This the Summer event.
Kick summer off right when you save up to $9,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo Altitudes. You won't find a better looking, more powerful, and comfortable Jeep on the road. There's nothing like moving the family around in luxury.
Yeah, those Jeeps look real nice inside and out.
It's beautiful, but Hoblet is more than Jeeps. Stop by the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter to find whatever you need. With nearly 200 vehicles available and 115 under $30,000, Hoblet needs to be your first stop.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$9,500 toll net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo Altitude. Up to $5,500 factory incentive and $4,000 dealer discount. Incentives include $1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade-in and $2,000 Make This the Summer event retail cash. 3 of this net savings. Sample VIN 243062. See dealer for details.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples, all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level. It's time for the 2-minute drill. Kayla Anderson has the ball, and she's taking us around the world of football. It's Kayla's 2-minute drill on Matt and Kayla.
All right, now that we got Kayla's packing and luggage weirdness out of the way, sounds completely normal, by the way. It just is hard to fathom for a tiny brain man like me. What's going on in football in Kayla's 2-minute drill?
This is an interesting array of headlines today, guys. So there's a little bit, I'm going to start off with something that's, I know there's 49ers fans that are here in, all over Sacramento area. And I know that a lot of people will remember Aldon Smith, which we just got the news earlier this week that he passed away at the age of 36. Tragic news. I know he had also, I think one of the last things he did was he was doing something like handing out pizzas.
Yeah, they're delivering pizzas to homeless.
It just breaks my heart, and I know a lot of people saddened by this news. It came out today. By the way, the death has still not been detailed at all, right?
Yeah, we don't know.
His family members, though, have come out. They said that they are hiring someone to investigate the death. They are also going to have his brain sent to medical experts in Boston to see if CTE in any way or shape, form, or fashion played a role in his death. I know this happened with Junior Seau when that happened and they had his brain tested. It's such a tragic situation, and unfortunately it is the truth of football now, is now they're doing more to prevent it, but unfortunately that was not something that was really handled the right way.
Yeah. This is
10 years ago even.
This is where the line gets blurred, but it needs to be. It's a game, and we love the game. It's the most popular sport in all of the country, one of the most popular sports in the entire world. And yet, if we need to know, and the NFL needs to know, and players need to know, everybody needs to know if, again, this is a tragic incident that took place because of CTE caused by the game that they play, right? And I hope for the NFL's sake and for Aldon's family's sake that it wasn't what he loved to do most and what he dedicated his life to that ultimately played a part in killing him. But this is just information that we're not owed in the public. The family does not have to do this. I respect the hell out of them for doing this. I hope the results come back that it didn't have anything to do with football. But if it did, the NFL needs to know it. The NFL needs to continue to work to address it, because this is not something you can just brush under the rug. Oh, it's a violent sport. Yeah, but this goes beyond that. If it indeed is CTE related, and it's so sad.
I agree. It's that's a hard thing for a family to have to do, but they obviously want to continue to get word out there, and they've done things. They've got the helmets that they can, a lot of these guys wear this all throughout training camp. The
practice caps.
Yeah. And some of them have now chose a lot more than even when it first came out. A lot of them are wearing them in games. Look, it doesn't look the coolest, but if you want to protect your body and you feel like that's something that will help you do it.
They're also mandatory at like the youth level.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on Friday nights, although some teams will wear them on Friday nights, but practicing, like, it is mandatory. I know in college they have very strict regulations on these now too. So they're moving in the right direction, but one death because of any CTE-related thing from the sport you play is too many deaths. So you just have to keep working towards it, and I hope we get positive results, or good results, I should say, from this. But it's such a tragedy.
Prayers out to his family for sure. All right, how about some good news? Cam coming back. I don't know what it's been in the last few days, but we had I believe it was the story last week about, what was it? Returning, why am I blanking on his name?
Oh my
gosh,
he's 40. No, coming back for his
Calais?
Yes.
Calais Campbell.
The Cookie Monster.
The Cookie Monster.
What was it? His 20th season? What was it?
19th season, 40 years old.
19th season. So talk about another one. This is incredible to me, these guys. Okay, so Cam Jordan, we all know Cam, right?
Yeah.
Plays for the New Orleans Saints. Great guy. Does a lot for the community. He's been there for so long. He is going to be back for his 16th season. And the Saints and Cam Jordan are putting together finishing touches on a 1-year incentivized deal. Obviously, there'll be some things put in there.
Right.
He came and did his physical and everything on Tuesday, and they decided to go through with everything. He was, of course, a free agent in March when his last contract ended with the Saints. This guy is also just one of those like outliers. You're just like, how does he keep doing it? Again, he's not like playing every down.
Sure.
Or every snap, I should say. But he is such a cultural part. I mean, you ask anybody in that locker room who has come through the Saints organization or is there now, and they will literally say Cam's name first.
I wonder if the NFL would ever go to it. It's probably too gimmicky and too silly, but if they'd ever have like a just such a thing as like literally a culture contract.
A culture contract,
you are signed to be a part of the locker room culture, which is essentially what these deals are. To bring these guys back who are leaders, who are well respected, and who are arguably just as important, maybe even more important than members of the coaching staff.
Yeah.
Like it's essentially what they do as players. So I love stories like this.
I do too.
I continue to love stories like this.
My favorite Cam Jordan stat about the longevity always is that he was college teammates with Marshawn Lynch, and he's somehow still in the NFL.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I didn't even think Cal?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. It's like him and Marshawn
that is nuts.
Played together in college, and somehow Cam Jordan is still in the NFL.
Yeah, that is interesting. Two different people too, but also like two just lovable guys, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. In their own ways.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is not the greatest news, but it is news in terms of the NFL. Falcons return flight. Atlanta Falcons head coach Kevin Stefanski confirmed today that edge rusher James Pierce Jr. has returned to the team. This is 4 months after that domestic violence arrest in Florida. Stefanski said Pierce will not take part in team sessions yet. They have not heard from the NFL either about potential discipline for Pierce. This is the part where it just gets sticky, y'all.
Yeah.
It is weird to know he's back, although there's a lot that goes to this story, right? And the domestic violence thing is getting a little bit crazy.
Yes.
In terms of, like, what are we doing to resolve this? Because then they're just back in the league right away. And the league doesn't take action right away or sometimes doesn't ever. So it's just a very fine line where I'm at with this.
I had a conversation with a college basketball coach who, not a super high level, but someone who's been a friend of mine and my family's for many, many years, about stuff like this. And the point that he always made that does not in any way co-sign or forgive what these athletes who make these horrible decisions, and domestic violence is awful. But what he always would talk about is you'll typically see teams and players continue to keep that person around in a way to almost protect that player. And what I mean by that is it is easier for that person to be held accountable and to understand the repercussions of what they've done by their peers and their brothers around him, like making sure he knows, versus if he's by himself and doesn't have that community.
I get that.
It's a higher likelihood of him doing
that.
something stupid again. It does not in
then it
any
needs
way,
to be a program that he goes into
1,000%
and
agree.
that he has to do the work in time to get back on the field.
Because it is
period.
It is gross to just say, well, your skill as a football player or basketball player or whatever outweighs the terrible decisions you make. You can get away with this. We will look past this because you're good at a child's game. Like it just feels gross to say that.
I think that's something the league could implement at some point, because I think there is guidance that needs to happen with some of these young guys who come into the league, and it's overwhelming, the money all at once, and I'm not giving excuses, and I don't like to either give up on people. I'm not that type of person. So I do think that you do need something in the league to, when this happens and you're waiting on the discipline part of it, if you want them around the facility, they need to be in a program. They need to do the work before they ever step on the field. Unfortunately, I covered him at Tennessee, and when he was being talked about of where he was going to go in the draft, he had dropped during a lot of the draft process because, unfortunately, there were things that were known about stuff that was giving red flags to teams. So I'm not saying that was what it was, but that was something that was out there.
And to put a bow on it, too, to your point about the organizations maybe needing to have programs or whatever, like the organization has to take ownership of this too. Like it's not just the player. Obviously the player did it and the player has to like own that and make good on that as best as they possibly can. But organizations who continue to employ these players just because they'll help them win football games, those organizations equally have to take a certain amount of responsibility or address. They certainly can't hide from it. They can't brush it under the rug. So it's just a very uncomfortable, slippery slope that we see far too often in sports. The one thing we just can't do is it can't just be James Pierce Jr. is back. Let's talk about how he plays between the lines. Like you just can't do that. You can't ignore. Ignoring is the worst thing you could possibly do, and I hope the Falcons don't try and do that.
Mm-hmm. That's your 2-minute drill.
There you go. We'll take the break. When we come back, starting the final hour of the show, now that the 25-26 NBA season is a wrap, what are the biggest lessons we think the Kings can and really should already have learned from that season? Kayla and I will discuss a few. Would love to hear some of the lessons you think. You can send them to us, 916-339-1140. Call in or text in. Of course, jump into the YouTube comment section as well. Final hour of the show. Up next, it's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
The top young talent in the NBA is headed to Sacramento this summer for the 8th annual California Classic presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings will host the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and Golden State Warriors in a preseason showcase that's sure to bring more fireworks to your 4th of July weekend. 3-day general admission passes for July 4th, 5th, and 6th are available now. Visit kings.com/California Classic for details.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Make this summer all about you. Join Stretch Zone for their Summer Self-Care Challenge, helping you prioritize you. Free fitness clubs, recovery sessions, relaxation events, plus at-home challenges you can do anywhere, anytime. Whether you're dealing with everyday aches, stiffness from the office, or just want to move and feel better, this challenge was made for you. And the best part, you could win 60 days of free stretches. Sign up today at norcal-stretch.com. Do it for you. Do it today at norcal-stretch.com.
As we roll into summer, there's a new opportunity for you to get a new truck at a great monthly payment at Folsom Chevrolet. At Folsom Chevy, they're now offering 0% financing for 5 years on every new 2026 Silverado half-ton in stock. 0% financing on a two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, LT, RST, High Country, you name it. Together, let's drive. Must finance with GM on approved credit, $16.67 per 1,000 finance. Cannot be combined with other offers. Ends July 7, 2026.
Today on the pod, we're talking to Joan, a method actor and scratchers enthusiast. So, Joan, what do you like about playing scratchers?
Well, as a method actor, it's about becoming the ticket. Scratching up, down, stage left, stage right.
So what's your motivation? Because your performance feels so real.
Oh, I was just tapping into my inner scratchers.
Incredible.
Yes. Bravo me.
Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player claim.
Get ready for the expo sale at Cresco Restaurant Equipment, June 17th through 20th. For 4 days only, save big on everything you need for your food service operation. Shop huge discounts on refrigeration, ice machines, gas cooking equipment, indoor and outdoor furniture, commercial cooking tools, glassware, tableware, and much more. Plus, meet factory reps and enter for giveaways. It's all happening at Cresco Restaurant Equipment, 951 Richards Boulevard. Everything is on sale. Don't miss the best savings opportunity of the year.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see, the new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
KHDK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
It's Matt George and Kayla Anderson on Sactown Sports 1140.
Wait, so he's a Gemini too?
Oh, I guess so.
Kevin John's a Gemini too.
Yeah.
Dude, we got a good crew of Gemini media people here.
Is that a good thing? I still
Yeah,
don't know
it's a
if
great
that's a
thing.
good thing.
No, it's a great thing.
Okay.
This must be a thing, right? Like, what are the
it
odds
is.
that...
It is weird because that's a lot of energy.
So that's you, me, Kevin John from ABC 10, who celebrated his 80th birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday,
happy
KJ.
80th
He
birthday
said he
to
danced
Kevin
to
John.
MJ. I love it.
Halfway to Whitey.
Wow.
love it.
Man, Kevin looks phenomenal
TC,
for 80 years
he's not
old.
a media member, but he might as well be part of the show.
Yeah, he
So-
basically
TC.
is. TC.
Whitey, Jason Ross.
J. Ross as well.
Goodness gracious.
We're taking over.
Or wait, no, J. Ross might have
J.
been
Ross
Taurus.
is, yeah.
He was
he's
a
a
week.
Taurus because I'm friends with Taurus.
Yeah, get that ass out. Get your ass out of here. You're not one of us.
He's
May
we like
Taurus, though.
Tauruses,
we love you.
We love Tauruses.
I don't know anything about this. What
I
is
can
it?
teach you all about signs when off the air.
Who don't we like?
Don't say
ooh.
cancers.
Who don't we mess with?
I don't know because that's the thing. Gemini's kind of can like.
Who do
they
we-
can kind of like.
My wife's a Gemini, so wait, no,
She is too?
May 6th.
She's
No,
Taurus.
she's Taurus.
Oh,
That's
she's
why.
Taurus.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just
okay,
said
that's
we
why
like
we're married.
Tauruses.
Tortoise.
Not a tortoise, a Taurus.
So who don't
Pisces
we-
and a Gemini?
Who do we beef with? Hold
I
on.
don't know. That's a
Who
great question.
do
We also like Aries.
Geminis, how do I spell that? Geminis not get along with.
Least compatible, Virgos and Pisces.
Geminis usually clash with signs that demand extreme emotional intensity or rigid routines. Yeah, Virgo and Pisces.
But what is the birthday? Where are those
Virgos are
birthday
late August, early September.
Oh.
Pisces is March, I think.
Okay. March, yeah, it's early March because
Yeah.
Aries are the later March.
I could be wrong on Pisces. I know Virgos are late August.
What is Alan? Alan had his birthday.
What
in-
is Alan?
Well, he's a Taurus, right? Because he's. Well, let me look up his birth date
Well,
again.
That proves it's wrong because we don't like him.
Did
'Cause
you
he's-
just
he's
did you
late
say
March, I
Pisces
think.
was one of them?
Pisces and Virgos are not as compatible.
According to consensus
Kimberly
on
says, "Don't say Pisces."
According to consensus on Quora,
Yeah.
these two multiple signs form a stressful angle with Gemini. Virgos can be overly meticulous and critical, which clashes with our carefree nature. Pisces are often too emotionally sensitive and reactive.
Oh, I don't know, Kimberly. If you're a Pisces, I don't know. I understand emotional people. I don't know if Kimberly's a Pisces, but she said
Reese's Pieces away from you. What are you, Pisces?
Pisces. Yeah.
Alan's right on the cusp, but he's a Taurus, I think. No, wait. What's the one?
He's an Aries.
Sorry, Aries.
He's
yeah.
an Aries. Okay, that's why I have a strange liking for him.
What does that mean?
I can put up. I like Aries too.
Isn't that like a Greek god?
All
Aries?
of these are.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are? Is that what this whole thing is?
Kimberly, you
Yes.
are okay. Well, Kimberly, I would like you. So, Pisces, I think that's false.
Oh, okay. Opinions on Reddit are mixed, but many Gemini women report friendship challenges with Aries.
Oh, some of my good friends are Aries.
Aries' headstrong, sometimes overly competitive attitude can trigger. Wait, that's Alan is an Aries?
Yes.
Yeah, that checks out.
But then we're friends, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
overly
know.
competitive. Yeah, that's Alan. Baseball star.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
why he
would've
was
loved-
such a bad teammate.
I would have loved to have seen Alan play. I bet Alan was
I would
really
too.
good.
Well, he's probably super. Yeah,
I think
like you said.
Alan was probably really good. I wish I could have seen
Just
Alan.
not like I think he said he wasn't a good teammate. I mean, I know he was joking about that.
You
but-
know who was
No,
really
he was
good?
he was not a good teammate.
But who I heard was really good? Jay Johnson. I heard Jay Johnson was
Oh, yeah.
a baller.
Oh yeah, Jay's awesome.
Played shortstop. Jay Johnson was a
He still
baller.
does still plays softball.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. That's funny.
All right.
Okay, chat. Who are you? Give us your signs. I love this. We're getting all of them to chime in. Very lovely.
I don't know what this means. I know
Matt's, I guess, new
I
to
know
all this.
I know nothing.
I love this kind
What
of
is
stuff.
what is my? Do I have a birthstone?
Yeah, it's
is-
emerald.
Oh, that's the green
May.
one, right?
May is emerald. Very pretty.
Yeah, you guys better hang on because Gemini season's almost over.
It
Who's
is.
my spirit
Time
animal?
for Cancer season.
Yep.
Who's my spirit animal? What is that a thing?
Oh yeah, each
Mm-hmm.
sign has its own animal.
What's our animal?
I can't remember what yours is. I know mine's a crab.
Little.
Hold
Oh,
on.
I think we're just like the twins,
What
aren't we?
is the Gemini
So
animal?
I don't think that's true. It says butterfly, but I don't think that's true.
No,
AI.
I have a deer. AI said. Oh no, it says. Well, this is weird. AI overview says the butterfly, and
Yeah.
it has pictures
Oh.
of deer.
That's what I say. I don't think that's true.
Huh? Bambi.
I think AI might be lying to you.
I don't know what any of this means.
Well, we'll have a reading.
Huh? What? What?
I'll get my tarot cards out. I'm just joking. I'm not that into it.
I once had someone
I don't want to do any of that stuff.
in college read the lines on my hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "Your lifeline." Ooh. I was like, "What? What does that mean?"
You said no more.
I said, "Huh?
No more."
Am I gonna die? She's like, "Probably."
Okay, interesting. So Geminis don't have a defined animal, but deer is often associated in Native American culture with Geminis.
Okay.
That explains my deer in the headlights most of the time. Just like, oh, help me.
I love Bambi, that movie. Maybe that's
No,
why.
who loves Bambi? That movie's sad as hell. What the hell wrong with you? I love Bambi. Get your ass out of
While
here.
it lasted, it was.
While it lasted is crazy. I've never seen Bambi, but I know what happens in Bambi.
That's like saying you like The Fox and the Hound. That movie's sad as hell.
I haven't seen that one.
You watch it and go cry.
I'm not doing that. I'm watching Love Island.
You
tonight.
said you like Bambi.
I like Bambi the character. Very cute.
Until
character.
mom dies and the forest burns, then mean-ass dad's like, follow me, kid.
Spoiler alert, Jesus.
It's 1994 or whenever that movie
Bambi
came out.
learned a lot in life. I equate some of that to life.
Bambi 2 is him, it getting hunted. I don't know.
Good.
Is that a real thing?
Sometimes we get hunted in life.
Original release date 1942 for Bambi.
Oh, geez.
In the 40s?
Yes.
Yeah, no wonder. Everything's depressing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, during World War II was when Bambi came out.
What?
Hey, are you depressed because there's
They
a war
should
going
redo
on?
Bambi.
Hey, here's Bambi's mom
I
dying.
see Bambi 2. They did make it.
They need to do like a You know
The
how
hell?
Disney does
With
the
Patrick Stewart,
This
apparently.
can't be real. Oh. So I Googled, is there a Bambi 2? Bambi the Reckoning.
Oh, that's
A
great.
2025 British independent natural horror film
Oh, yeah.
retelling the 1923
What?
novel Bambi.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, these guys are a thing because they do.
Oh, that's
Is that the
kinda-
Winnie the Pooh one?
Yes.
Didn't they do
So
a
this
Winnie
is
the
a
Pooh horror
company
movie?
that they wait for the copyrights to expire, and
No
then they
way.
make horror movies.
What movies out of them? What was the funny title one? There's like one that has a funny title.
The Winnie the Pooh one
Yes.
is called Blood and Honey.
Yeah,
Blood and
that's
Honey.
it.
Yeah, and Piglet's terrifying.
That's really
Yeah, they
that's
made
really
a few
funny.
of those. I think they did Steamboat Willie. I want to say I think they made one for, and then Bambi. Obviously, all these old Disney ones, the copyrights have expired, so
That's
it's
cool.
public domain now.
Kayla Anderson, you've had many wild takes over the short time the history of the show. Saying Bambi is a good movie is wild.
No, that she likes.
Oh, that you like Bambi. I'm sorry. No one likes Bambi. Everyone just tolerates and then cries.
I like Bambi the character.
The movie starts and you're like, why do I care about this stupid deer? The movie ends like, Mom died.
You learn a lot in that about life.
No, there's some sad.
Yeah, but you said you like it.
There's some sad freaking Disney movies. What up with Disney? Like, why are you trying to depress me? The beginning. Oh, I unplugged my headphones. The beginning of Up. What the hell are you doing to me?
Is that the
Up?
movie?
It's the movie about the old man and the flying house.
Oh,
with
well,
balloons.
yeah,
that
the
doesn't sound good.
The beginning of Up is.
No, Up is not a story of the miracles of uphill.
The movie about the movie about the old man that. Okay, that was not a good description.
What do you
How
mean?
have you never seen Up?
The old man's house that flies because he's got balloons on top of it. What the hell are you thinking of? Weird ass brain over there.
She hasn't eaten in 2 days.
No, she
Matt.
hasn't. She's juicing and she's losing her brain cells. No, the beginning of Up is like, oh, look at this cute couple.
That's not
Oh,
how you explain it to start it.
Yeah, it was just the man who
The
goes.
man whose house flies away. What? It's called Up, about an old man.
Yeah, and I understand why.
No.
Who bought the rights to that movie?
Sponsored by.
I can't believe you've never seen Up.
No, I got this. So this is really funny, you guys. I started my career in Nashville in radio with the similar thing. I had never seen Shrek.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
And they literally demolished me because I had not seen Shrek.
That's crazy. You have
It was
seen
like
it now?
Yeah. It was like an ongoing thing
You
now.
give off Lord Farquaad vibes.
That's like the meanest thing you've ever said to her.
What the heck? I'm looking him up.
Lord
That is the meanest thing you've ever said to her.
When she sees one thing in particular, she
Unbelievable.
might kill me.
Lord Farquhar?
Lord Farquhar, careful.
It's
What the hell?
Lord Farquhar is famously
Why do I give Lord Farquhar?
He's famously like 4
famously,
foot 4.
yes, famously angry and short.
Now this right here, martini in bed, I'm all about.
I was gonna say the first picture she saw is Lord Farquaad drinking in bed. She now can relate to it.
Oh, from the
Shocking.
one scene,
Nailed it.
yeah.
That is hilarious.
Nailed it.
Oh
Wait,
my god.
so you have seen Shrek now?
I don't remember it.
Oh my god.
I
By-
took,
The
it was
beginning
like
of Up, sad as hell, man. It's like here's this old couple and they die.
No,
Or
my
wife dies or whatever.
I think there's about 6 movies I've ever cried at, and Up is one of them.
Really?
The end of Coco? Oh my god.
Oh, the end of Coco is crazy
the
too.
end of Coco's sad as hell.
But that that's it's also happy, you know.
Well, yeah, it's happy sad.
It depends on your relationship with death.
What is Coco?
Coco is the Disney movie about a young Mexican boy who has to go to
I've not seen that one.
afterlife to find
He has to go
Okay.
his
yeah.
dad.
Okay, I haven't seen that one either.
Well,
Really good movie. Who he thinks is his dad, but then he discovers
okay.
it's been
Oh.
out for 90 years.
well,
Not really.
there's probably some 4-year-old listening right now that hasn't heard it before.
Turn the show off if you're 4.
I might go see Coco, so don't tell me.
My son and I finished Star Wars Return of the Jedi last night.
Nice. Is he liking it?
Episode 6. He's like, whatever.
Yeah.
He did not like Darth Vader dying. Spoiler alert. He did not.
You're saying you wanted Darth Vader to make it?
He didn't. Yes, he was like, why is he dead?
He thought he was cool.
And then, like at the end of Star Wars, they take off Darth Vader's mask so Luke can see Darth Vader, Anakin, for the first time. And my son goes, ugh.
Oh, he sounded like me when I saw.
When he saw Costa
yeah.
Kufas, he's like, ugh.
That's funny.
Yeah.
By the way, Coco, it's a musical, Kayla, so you can
there we go.
sing along.
All
Very
right.
good music in Coco.
Let's go.
Very good music in Coco.
I have seen Moana.
Moana,
I like
phenomenal.
Moana.
Live action about to come out. Love
Mm-hmm.
Moana.
By the way, speaking of Shrek, I saw they just released the trailer for Shrek 5.
Did
You're
they?
kidding me.
Yeah.
I know Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story.
Toy Story comes out.
And
yes.
I love Toy Story.
We're going to watch that on
Oh
Father's
my
Day.
gosh,
My-
you
my
guys.
son,
Oh,
my
that's
wife,
okay.
and I are going to go see it on
Father's Day is
Father's
Sunday, right?
Yeah.
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 Don't forget about your dad, y'all.
Um,
Oh, speaking of.
This Father's Day, treat your dad to something
Look at that.
delicious. Matt and Kayla are giving you the chance to win $100 for
Grand
Dad
segue, Kayla.
for Super Taco. We're looking for lucky caller number 4 at 916-339-1140 to win a $100 gift card to Super
Let's
Taco.
go.
That's caller number 4 at 916-339-1140.
And
there
then
you go.
share with me on Thursday. That's when I'm off this juice.
You're not what? You're not dad. You're dog mom. It's not your day. You had your day.
I never have a day.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Mother's Day doesn't count for dogs.
Says who?
Says people that are in my family and all around.
Tell Red to get you some. It's pretty selfish of Red. You hit him in the face with a treat earlier today.
I did.
Yeah, but that's like a happy accident, you know, because then he's like, ooh, I get a treat.
Yeah. He's going to tip that thing over one day.
Does Kayla like Old Yeller too?
No, I don't like that. That's an awful, sad movie.
Well,
Gosh.
but Bambi is
I
not.
know, but it's with dogs and me.
No,
I
you
just
know,
can't do the dog
Have you ever
movies.
seen Milo and Otis?
Yes, I have.
Bald as a kid. There's only 3 movies that I've ever watched that
Also,
have made
Homeward Bound.
me, 3 movies that I've ever watched that made me like sob. It was Milo and Otis, but that was as a kid. But when that little kitten's like floating down the river all sad, I'm a cat lover. That hurt. Radio.
Oh, that one's
That
sad.
movie destroyed me.
Yep.
And then Marley and Me.
I'm sensing a theme with some of these.
Marley and Me. Yes. If
Oh,
animals,
I left my water outside. Shoot.
Wait, where is it?
I'm losing my mind.
You left it in the
Y'all,
hall.
I might not be comprehending tomorrow.
comprehend.
Tomorrow.
Matt was giving this heartfelt explanation about movies, and you were just like, "Oh, my water."
I'm so sorry. I went to go drink it because someone in the chat said I was dehydrated. I think they're true.
I think they're true. Are you all right? This whole segment, by the way, started with you saying, I like Bambi.
No, and then
you turned a sweet Disney or Pixar movie called Up into a old sexual joke, and I didn't like it. Now I can't look at it the same way.
No, it wasn't just that she said she likes Bambi. It was she said it was good while it lasted.
That's true.
Could say the same thing about Uff. Sorry.
It's just dust.
I thought that was pretty good.
Sorry. Boy. What do I do here?
So now we need Kayla to watch various Pixar movies and give us our reviews.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
All right. What were we going to talk about?
You want to go and get your water, and I can try and get this back on?
I'll wait for about 4 minutes.
The biggest lessons the Kings can learn from the 2025-2026 NBA season. Number one, in my mind, is pretty simple, and they learned it from the NBA Finals, and it's a carryover lesson from Michael Malone, too. It's, hey, you have hired the right coaches. When they're here, you need to trust them, believe in them, stick with them, and don't fire them when things aren't going well. See it out. See it through. And I'm glad, at the very least, while I'm not necessarily comparing Doug Christie to Michael Malone and Mike Brown, because I think both those coaches are way better than Doug Christie, and I don't think that's insulting to say. Way more qualified and experienced, too. Doug's still very young in the coaching scene. I'm glad that Scott stuck with Doug at least another year.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. You need consistency at the position, and trust them and empower them and stick with them and don't give up on them when things get rocky. That's a major lesson to be learned from these finals.
Yeah, at least let him, like the initial contract that he had, let him play this out. Let him try to next year improve in those categories. Look, they sat down. They probably had a long conversation about what Doug needs to improve on.
Yep.
The youth part in terms of development was great. That's got to continue because this team is going to get younger. You know, eventually when you get off these heavy contracts, you're drafting a new young player. So I'm sure that those are things that that have come up. But yeah, give him a chance to at least next year take steps forward as well as a coach.
I do think another important lesson to learn for the Sacramento Kings this year is that your roster, and this is the biggest thing for me going into next season. Your roster on paper has to match your vision. Like, you can't expect, especially older players, to change who they are and who they've been their entire career into what you need them to be in Sacramento. You are not established enough. You do not have a good enough coaching staff. No disrespect, but it's just the reality. Like, that's something Eric Spoelstra and the Heat culture can do. That's something Greg Popovich and the old San Antonio Spurs can do, is take a player and change what you're known for and bring the best out of you in a different place.
That's a great point.
You cannot do that with a second-year head coach in an unstable situation like the Sacramento Kings. You are not going to turn Malik Monk into a defender. You're not going to turn Keegan Murray into a number one option scorer. You're not going to turn Zach LaVine into a defender or DeMar DeRozan into a pass first player. It's just not going to happen. So build a roster that matches your vision.
Yeah, and that's where the patience comes into play too, though, because I think you're seeing with the younger players who Perry has drafted and that have worked well with what Doug's vision is for the most part. It's never going to be exactly perfect. And again, Doug needs to also maybe adhere to some of the younger players.
Right.
That's where the time comes into play, though. That's where Scott keeps saying it's not going to happen overnight. Like, this could be a 2 to 3 year thing.
Right.
For this to actually be put in place. But I agree. I think that's a good point.
Finally, the last one I got. A few veterans is necessary. You need to have veterans with a young team to guide them. Too many veterans is a problem. And the Kings had far too many veterans going into next season. I expect there to be less veterans going into this one.
Yeah.
But veterans are still going to be there. And how Doug Christie manages those veterans and that rotation, that was one of the things you talked about. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago when we talked about what's the biggest thing that needs to be different for next year. You were very clear on the rotations there can't be rotation confusion with playing your veterans versus playing your young guys.
Exactly. And I think that there always needs to be some veterans on the team, and that's always going to happen.
Sure.
And I think eventually you're going to have the right ones here when you figure out exactly how to clean up your roster a little bit. But yeah, I think you have to be good with not bringing in people that are just set completely in their ways, at least that they can't commit their play to what they're looking for in the future. Like right now, we're already talking about the guys that probably don't fit this roster as veterans.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against them necessarily. It's just like this is not the roster for them.
Right.
Moving forward.
Well, what a segment this was.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys.
Kayla ruined the movie Up
Sorry,
for me.
Juice Gate derailed us.
Yeah, Kayla, I can't wait for the juice cleanse to be over. I need
You'll
whatever.
never cry it up the same way.
I don't like it. Matt and Kayla returns with our MLB mini seasons update.
Geez.
And hey, a big win last night for the A's in West Sacramento. I mean, a big win, and there was an extra special reason why it mattered. I'll tell you that when we come back. It's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
The top young talent in the NBA is headed to Sacramento this summer for the 8th annual California Classic presented by Ticketmaster. The Kings will host the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets, and Golden State Warriors in a preseason showcase that's sure to bring more fireworks to your 4th of July weekend. 3-day general admission passes for July 4th, 5th, and 6th are available now. Visit kings.com/California Classic for details.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center for your Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine to enjoy, but it's going to feel pretty hot this afternoon. Plan for those daytime highs up a little bit from yesterday. Our highs will climb into the lower to mid-90s across the valley floor before cooling to the upper 50s overnight tonight. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026 is taking on Cal Expo this summer. Catch live music performances and more than 100 top skate, BMX, and Moto X athletes compete. June 26th through June 28th. Get your tickets now at xgames.com.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140.
Remember the days of real country music? Now you can get your favorite classic country every day on 105.1 HD3 The Ranch. Listen to The Ranch on the free KNCI app or anytime at 105.1 HD3.
At Big O, we are your home for all things tires and prices to fit your wallet. Now through July 5th, get $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nitto, Toyo, and Cooper brand tires with installation purchase. Disposal fees extra, not go with other offers. See Big O dealer for pricing.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-572-3344. That's 800-572-3344.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Who says Halloween has to wait? It's Summerween with the Sacramento Rivercats on Saturday, June 27th at Sutter Health Park. Get ready for spooky fun, summertime baseball, and a night unlike any other at the ballpark. Don't miss Summerween. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
Make this summer all about you. Join Stretch Zone for their Summer Self-Care Challenge, helping you prioritize you. Free fitness clubs, recovery sessions, relaxation events, plus at-home challenges you can do anywhere, anytime. Whether you're dealing with everyday aches, stiffness from the office, or just want to move and feel better, this challenge was made for you. And the best part, you could win 60 days of free stretches. Sign up today at norcal-stretch.com. Do it for you. Do it today at norcal-stretch.com.
You can buy golf clubs anywhere, but buy clubs that fit the shelf instead of your swing. That's why Hagen Oaks offers total game fitting. TrackMan dials in your driver and irons. Ping's Bolemic Ball Fitter finds your perfect golf ball. Hagen Oaks Putter Fitting Studio helps you roll it true. And FootJoy's 3D foot scanner matches you with balance and stability. Whether you're a beginner or accomplished, your best game starts with the right fit. Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Better fit, more fun. Fulton Avenue at Business 80.
The Expo Sale is coming to Cresco Restaurant Equipment June 17th through the 20th. Save big on refrigeration, ice machines, gas cooking equipment, furniture, and more. Everything is on sale on Richards Boulevard. 4 days only. Don't miss Cresco's biggest savings event of the year.
Dawn or dusk, I'm on the hunt. Skeeter here, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District, and I'm wearing Skeeter Vision, night vision goggles that light up skeeters at dawn or dusk like the 4th of July. Mosquito, 12 o'clock. Got 'em. So fight the bite by wearing long sleeves and pants at dawn or dusk when they're most active. Apply insect repellent and drain stagnant water. It's a breeding ground.
Dawn or dusk, the Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you to fight the bite. For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
We need this show to end. Kayla is off the rails.
Spiked my juice.
No.
I just went back to listen to the segment for a promo. It's even crazier than it thought in the moment. Kayla's Bambi takes are insane.
Well, it took 65 minutes, but Senegal
wow.
just even.
Holy
wow.
smokes, that was fun.
What a goal. So we had
was fun.
65. Oh, he's offsides. That sucks. Boo you, referee.
We wanted another draw.
Offsides shouldn't be allowed in soccer. Just let him go.
Kylian Mbappe scored the opener for
I know
France.
who Mbappe is.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest names in
Mbappe.
soccer. He's great. Kylian Mbappe finally scored in the 66th minute to give France the lead, and it looked like Senegal just equalized a minute later, but the call or the goal was disallowed as an offsides call. Boo!
Dang it.
That was a hell of a goal. Check out the World Cup. It's great. Also, the Sacramento Kings announced their latest crop of pre-draft workouts for tomorrow. And you can check out all of our local
Who
media.
just put that out?
The Kings put it out there.
Okay.
Here are the names that are coming through Sacramento tomorrow. Milos Uzan out of Houston, the guard. Trey Donaldson out of Miami, another guard. Guard Corey Camper out of University of Nevada, Reno. Aaron Nakurma, I don't know how you pronounce his name,
names.
out of Tennessee State. He's a forward.
Oh, TSU, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
They had a really good season there. That's a national.
Micah Handlogton, a center out of Florida, and then Graham Ike out of Gonzaga.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And this is tomorrow?
This is tomorrow's workout. Yep. Pre-draft workouts continue in Sacramento as we are a week away from the NBA draft. We got the World Cup to kill time. We also, of course, have baseball to kill time.
And Love Island.
I didn't watch yesterday's episode.
Oh, don't do this.
We're not. Don't worry. We'll let you go to MLB mini series.
I tried to tell you guys about Sincere.
Are you drunk?
No.
Oh, I just got a ministers. What is in this juice?
I threw it away.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't finish it?
No, she drank half of it. And
I
then
told you I'm drinking half of them. I can't finish a whole one.
They're that big.
They're this big. I could have went somewhere, but I wasn't. Okay.
Up, you know?
Oh, now you're showing restraint. Good for you. Yesterday in West Sacramento, the Athletics got a huge 11-2 win over the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Nice.
Which got them back to 500 on the season, 36
Big
and 36.
time.
The
All right.
Athletics, ladies and gentlemen, they are, I think, a game and a half back of
Seattle.
them. So they're
Cal
hanging
Raleigh's
around.
about to come back.
Well, then
It's bad news for the Mariners.
The A's got a great chance to catch him.
What do you mean? He's not playing at all.
Let's see.
No, but he's been rehabbing.
Sure.
And he's been looking good. So we're hoping for the best.
I don't know. The last time a Mariners player rehabbed, Victor LaRobles tried to throw his bat at an A's player. So
Did I overtake his body?
What?
It's just something I probably would do.
Cal Raleigh this season is batting 161.
yeah, he has a negative WAR.
Yeah.
He does. Negative 0.1.
we'll see what happens.
Honestly, take of the year so far from Alan Stiles with the Cal Raleigh one-hit wonder. Take of the year.
It's not over.
Yeah, he's in the leaderboard
He
though.
got hurt.
Do you guys want to know why last night's A's win was extra special?
Yes.
Because Jason Ross was in attendance for it. And if you know,
Oh,
Jason Ross,
boy.
who's a season ticket holder for the A's, typically goes to games and watches the A's lose.
Oh, is that like a thing? So he doesn't get wins
So
usually?
Jason Ross got a
All right.
victory for the A's.
Nice job,
Jason
Ross.
Jason splits tickets with another friend, so he goes to some of the games. He doesn't go to all of
Okay.
them. But the ones he goes to, they notoriously lose almost every time he goes.
So maybe he broke the whole streak.
Maybe. Nick Kurtz was a monster last night. He
Needs
had
to be, too.
2 home runs, went 3 of 4, batting .293.
And they're here for the
whole week.
Pirates and
Angels,
yeah.
on Hills. Yeah, he's been killing it, Nick Kurtz. He's now up to 18 home runs.
Good for him.
Which is 11 more than Cal Raleigh.
See, there's still plenty of time. Plenty of time in that division.
Yes, it's fair. I think it's going to be an interesting race.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be an
I
interesting
don't think
race.
the Rangers are too far out.
Let's take a look.
Well, the Rangers and A's were right next to each other.
Yeah, the A's are. Oh, the A's are half a game back of the Mariners. Excuse me. The Rangers are a game and a half back of the Mariners. So it's
Okay.
a three-team
Yeah, that's
race.
crazy.
Astros and Angels, suckers.
We might be-
Astros were charging.
They have been
Yeah,
playing
they
better.
were for a little bit.
They have been playing better.
Probably
Speaking
because
of
they were cheating.
playing better, that's true. Speaking of playing better, Kayla finally won our MLB mini seasons. It took
jeez.
took long enough.
Oh, Kayla finally won.
Here's your trophy. Here's your broken little trophy.
You broke it, bro.
I did when you brought in the Emmy, and
I intimidated you.
it's not fair. Speaking of Emmy, my guy Kevin John from ABC 10 is
Yeah.
nominated for an Emmy.
Nomination, baby.
And I will never hear the end of
love
it. If you have
that.
an Emmy and my former partner Kevin has an Emmy at ABC 10, I'm leaving. So I'm rooting against you, Kevin. I hope you lose. Just kidding.
I'm rooting for you, Kev.
Happy birthday. I hope you win an Emmy, Kev. Yesterday was a really good day for all of us.
Yeah.
I had the Cubs over the Rockies, 5-4 win. A little closer than I'd like. Kayla, you had the D-backs of the Angels, a 4-3 win.
Let's go.
Kyle is technically in first place via run differential because his Cardinals beat his Padres in a 3-0 shutout.
Dang.
How
You
about-
are soccer on your mind.
I know.
The return of Ginger Guard. Dustin May pitched a one-hit shutout.
Ooh.
Apparently, he's a Cardinal. I didn't even know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he one-hit the Padres.
Not too hard.
Dang.
You're more right than you know, Matt.
Jeez.
All right, so I have the Dodgers, Pirates, and Guardians to choose from. Kayla, you have the Yankees, Mariners, and Jays to choose from. Kyle, you have the Braves, Brewers, and Rays to choose from. So what are we doing today?
Yankees for me.
Yankees for Kayla versus...
Go Yankees.
That's not what they say. The Yankees win.
Go. Yeah, that's my version.
Oh, well.
Like goal, like I'm trying to incorporate the World Cup.
Yeah, nice
into
save.
this.
Who are the Yankees playing? Do you know?
No.
Oh, God.
Gotta look it up again.
All right, I'll do it. Don't worry, Kayla. You just sit there. Versus the
Juice
White
did
Sox.
it to me.
Oh, first place White Sox, I think.
That's wild.
They
by
were
the
in
way.
first place.
Okay. Kyle?
I'm going to wait till you pick because we have a head-to-head possibly on the line.
Ooh, I thought for some reason I thought you guys had picked.
No, we were thinking about it, but we didn't do it yesterday. All right, I have the Pirates, Guardians, and Dodgers to choose from. We could do Guardians, Brewers. I think that's what he's waiting for. Or
I'll-
Dodgers, Rays.
Yeah, Dodgers, Rays. I think it's either way, you know.
All right, let's do Dodgers, Rays.
And you have Dodgers?
I have Dodgers.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
Kyle's
have
all right.
I have Rays.
There you go.
Did the Rays? I think the Rays. Did the Rays win last night in that series?
I don't know. Let me see.
Because I thought for some reason
I just assume the Dodgers always win.
it was a really close game. I think.
Nope, the Dodgers won.
Okay.
4-3 though. You were right.
All right.
Until Kyle Tucker broke out of his slump with a home run.
Okay, Tuck. Yeah,
By the way, he's the highest paid free agent by average annual value in the history of baseball, and he's their 6-hitter.
Yeah, and he's
That-
not, and he's been fine, but like
It's
that's
LA.
the
What do we
thing.
expect?
The Dodgers are just so good that who cares?
But it's Andy Paez who's now their star, which doesn't make any sense.
There you go. I wonder if Whitey Gleason is he on the phone? No, he's just holding his hand. Oh,
He's just listening.
oh,
to
he's
the
just listening to something. Okay, well, I won't distract him then. I was going to ask him for a thumbs up, thumbs down about Bambi. What he thinks about Bambi. You have an opinion on Bambi, Whitey? Thumbs up, thumbs down, Bambi. He's thinking. Very
Thumbs up.
slight thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right, he's weird
So
too.
he's on my level.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I don't think anybody's on your level. I think you're on a level of your own.
That's what juicing does.
Juiced up Kayla Anderson.
I don't recommend it.
Well, you said it's resetting your system. It's
It
doing
is.
something to you. Something to your brain, that's for sure. Whitey Gleason, Alan Stiles, The Drive guys, join us next before taking over for the next 4 hours. We wrap up the show. When we return, it's Matt and Kayla on Sactown Sports.
Once again, the bright lights of New York are calling. And Alan Stiles is ready to answer.
You know, I'm talking to my guy Michael Scotto, and I want to chop cheese. And, you know, if I get my coffee, then I go down to Bodega. I say I need a bagel with lox. Let me get some lox.
So, how about those Knicks?
Hey, you see Brunson last night? Forget about it. Hey, OG Anunoby, where'd he come from? I don't know, B.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
The Steel City comes to town as the A's host the Pittsburgh Pirates for a thrilling 3-game series starting Monday, June 15th. Kick off the week with an exciting Monday matchup, followed by special theme nights and exclusive ballpark giveaways all midweek long. Don't miss your chance to catch rare interleague action right here in Sacramento, where the A's take on the Pittsburgh Pirates starting Monday, June 15th. Get tickets now at athletics.com/tickets. That's athletics.com/tickets.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
My buddy dies. I show up to the funeral. Open casket. We're still doing that? I've never understood open casket. I don't get it. It's like, you told me he was dead. I believed you.
From the Monday Morning Podcast, his hit film Old Dads, and his latest Grammy-nominated special on Hulu, comedian Bill Burr, coming to the venue at Thunder Valley, Saturday, July 25th, with all new material. Get tickets at ThunderValleyResort.com. Don't miss Bill Burr.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening, Chad, for Chrysler's Make This the Summer event?
Right now, you can save up to $15,000 off MSRP on one of America's most popular trucks, the new 2026 Ram 1500 Crew Cab. Plus, with an EPA estimated 22 mpg, you're going to save big at the pump.
That's so important, especially with the gas tax going up next month.
A new Ram could be what you need to cut your fuel costs long term. Plus, you'll enjoy best-in-class luxurious cabin comfort in the most luxurious Ram 1500 ever. And with over 600 Rams available, you won't find a better selection of new Ram trucks in stock and ready for you to drive home today.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
15,000 total net savings after factory incentive and dealer discounts. Incentives include $500 on-the-job upfit for eligible upfit, 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance on eligible trade-in, 500 Hoblet business owner bonus for verified business owners, and 9,500 dealer discount. 10th is net savings. See dealer for details.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the match day spread. He's reaching for the Buffalo wing. Perfect. Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too. Incredible. What a finish. Sensational combination. Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
It's Matt George and Kayla on Sactown Sports 1140.
France takes a 2-0 lead over Senegal now. They're starting to pour it on a little bit in their opener. One of 3 big matches tonight. We also have Kayla's Norway and Erling Haaland in action tonight. And then Lionel Messi and Argentina tonight. Alan Stiles is going to be locked in.
Let's go.
To Messi and Argentina, right?
I'm watching College World Series.
Oh.
I know.
That's fun.
Whitey?
I know. I'm
World Cup?
Ace Pirates.
Oh.
Ace Pirates. All
Kayla?
right. Probably
Love Island. Yeah.
Look at her snap off that breaking ball. That's later, though. Yeah.
You're up to date with all
Love Island?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay, good. I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
Who's the villain, do you think, this season?
People don't like Kenzie. People don't like Sincere.
I think Sincere's playing both.
Yeah, Sincere and Kenzie.
I tried to tell y'all about Sincere.
I like them all.
Yeah,
I don't have anyone that bothers me yet.
Me either.
Yet. But there will be.
Mm-hmm.
There will be.
Whitey, your thoughts, Love Island?
I mostly agree with Alan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's normally
smart,
the right
it's
place.
a smart thing to do.
It's a good take.
It's the right place.
You
to
don't
be.
really
Good
cross
take.
out.
Mostly agree with Alan. Yeah.
Alan's takes are always right.
Yeah.
Especially about De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I was listening yesterday.
Yeah, you were
on the
cooking.
show.
You were cooking.
I don't really.
You know, you blocked out.
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know.
man.
He blocked out.
That was flow state.
Yeah, I'm not really sure
He was
what
going.
you guys are
Then
referencing.
he tried to say he was tiptoeing.
Yeah.
around it. I don't know if you heard that.
I was tiptoeing around.
This is him tiptoeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stomping.
Sorry, Jim.
Tiptoeing on the grave.
Yeah. Look, man, he'll be back. He'll be all right.
My favorite thing was listening to the first segment, which was essentially 20 minutes of Alan ripping Fox to shreds, and then it ended with, but he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
It's all good.
You're good.
It's all fine.
You know,
You're fine.
they'll be back, right? That's what everyone
Yeah.
said. They'll be back.
Hey, did
We'll
you see?
see.
I'm sure you guys might talk about it today from Brian Windhorst that the Spurs have no desire to move on from him.
Yeah,
Their
we pretty much
franchise-
knew that, right? As
Yeah.
much as everyone
They
looks
weren't
at it
going
and
to
goes, "We
come
gotta
out
get rid of that
2
guy."
days later.
Can you imagine? Yeah, we're getting
I
rid
know,
of him.
right?
Yeah.
Spurs
I
are
mean,
trying to get rid of him.
There's no way.
You say that, but the Grizzlies that one time were like, we want Dylan Brooks to go, and he will not be back under any circumstances.
Yeah, but that's Dylan Brooks. They
used him as the fall guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Grizzlies had so much talent. That would be the equivalent if they said that about on that Grizzlies team. I don't know. Bane right after, right? Because the money was different.
If the Spurs tried to trade Fox now, they would make what the Kings got for Fox look like a massive haul.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah.
Who's got less value right now?
Yeah.
Fox or Sabonis?
Oh, geez. Ooh.
Ooh,
I almost think
thought of that right now.
It's a great segment.
That's wild.
Might be Fox, right?
I
Right now it's Fox.
was just gonna say,
Right
like, if
now,
we're
but it
talking
could
about
change.
immediately,
I think we're comparing garbage to garbage, unfortunately. Right
Whoa.
Man. Heard it here first. Matt George calls De'Aaron Fox garbage.
We're talking about trade value.
Whoa.
Neither of them have good trade value.
I didn't hear an answer.
that is kind of wild to think about. Though.
Yeah. Throw them all. Well, funny enough, Whitey, who was the outlet that had the 10 worst contracts?
Might have been Bleacher Report.
And no Kings player was
No
on
Kings were on the list.
No Kings players were on the list.
And none. Bleacher Report is always known to have the greatest of lists.
Maybe it was Hoops
BR.
reference.
Hey, my guys at BR, they do a phenomenal.
Eric Pincus.
Exactly.
My whole crew over there.
My guys, exactly.
We need to have one on, Whitey.
You know he's an agent on the side, so that's
my crew over there at BR. They're
yeah.
top notch. So
Speaking
you guys
of top,
better watch it.
One of the guys we're talking about made the top 5 of this list. In fact, he made the top 3 of this list.
Well, you know it ain't Sabonis. It's all just so reactionary, right, Matt? I mean, let's let the dust settle. What? Let's let the dust settle,
Mm-hmm.
A lot can happen over a summer.
What would it take for Allen to reverse his role and be a De'Aaron Fox?
I mean, if the audience
Lover.
liked it.
Oh,
damn.
I was here when it wasn't popular. I've been on this since he was here. So don't.
Yeah, it
don't
made
hit
me very upset.
Don't get me with that.
For better or worse, I think that's true. You have been.
Thank you.
You've just
Whitey.
not been. You just don't necessarily like the.
Well, it's like a greatness meter, right?
Yeah.
When I look at athletes, it's like a a metal detector. Like beep 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 beep
Yeah.
beep 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 beep. When I went over De'Aaron, there was no sound.
He didn't have metal body parts or anything.
No.
Yeah.
But certain players, you beep 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 beep
Yeah.
beep beep beep. I didn't hear the beep when I first arrived.
Okay.
And I just went with my gut.
The incredible thing is De'Aaron obviously is not that big. He's not small, but he's not big, and he's left-handed. And typically,
Yeah.
those
You
are the
like
type
those
of
type of
guys.
guys.
I wanted to. That's how you know it's real. Because everything now it's Brunson. Now we're the Brunson band.
Brunson.
Shout out Brunson.
Brunson.
There's a spot. There's a spot in the Thomas, okay?
Mm-hmm.
New York Deli. You go get yourself
here
a
he
Brunson
goes.
egg and cheese.
We've already heard that 16 times
it's a
today.
Brunson egg and cheese.
Richie making another promo that we can hear all day.
Hey, Richie.
Run it back.
Hey, Red.
Oh, Alan did a New York accent.
Wait,
Let's
get
put it
his
on the
glasses
station.
on.
Hey,
Get
can
his
I get?
glasses
Hey,
on.
Who's your boss? Who's your boss at the
your
station,
boy?
Alan?
Where my boy? Can I get a
his
Brunson egg and cheese?
He looks like he's going to Top Gun, like
Oh yeah.
doing like a read to see if he
We
can
were,
make Top Gun.
we were in the studio today. We were in
This
the
is
booth.
hilarious.
We were doing some recording.
Oh, you were. Oh, that's the day.
Today
This
was
is
the day. Yeah. We got to work. We got to do some edits, get it out
Wait,
by
it's
the
a
end
video?
of the week. We got both. There's a lot going on.
Gotta get the product out.
My goodness.
It's what the people want.
Wow.
And
So
we
we're
gotta
gonna
give them what the
We're
people
gonna have to put your video up against his and vote.
We stayed inside for hours.
Okay.
We stayed inside.
Not committed.
Because I did not want any comparisons because there's no way I could ever compare. So I stayed.
Original. OG.
Listen, Whitey Gleason was the originator
That's
of the
true.
parody
He
song.
is.
That's very
He is.
true.
Whitey kept bugging me
Yes.
to do one. I didn't even want to do it.
I appreciate the
I didn't even want to do it.
appreciate everybody just leaning into it.
We're
all artists at
That's
heart.
right.
Lean back.
Sactown. Hey, that's what it's called. Hey, shout out Sactown Sports, Sactown Sound. A-Town's going down. You know what I mean?
You didn't even invite me to be a background singer?
This track didn't call for it, but next time,
Okay.
Sacktown Sound.
We're
You know,
gonna
that's
need
the name of our
Mr.
label.
Styles. What he's saying is, we would be open to that. We are
Okay.
gonna need to hear some,
Yeah.
some tape.
We're gonna hold.
Yeah.
We're
Some of your
holding
I got your tape.
auditions.
I got your tape. I can get you.
Yeah,
your
we're
tape.
holding auditions for Sacktown Sound. If you want to be a part of Sacktown Sound, there are a lot of people that are interested. But if you're a P1, if you're a P0 listener, we got you. Send in your tape. You know the number. We'll figure it out.
I don't even know what he's talking about now.
Sactown Sound.
Oh my gosh.
This is going on at the same time as the golf league. by the way.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Thank
Does
you.
he have a
Thanks for
golf
reminding
league
me.
too?
A lot of different endeavors.
Oh my gosh.
Sacktown Sound, you know?
Did your guy Dave today say, "Oh, I'm golfing today"? Normally I go over with Jim. Usually I drive over with Jim. Don't know if I'm driving over with Jim.
So he comes back to the studio. Great to be Dave, isn't it? Great to be Dave. I got to make some calls.
Good luck today, Matt. Hit him straight.
Come on, Matt.
Let's go.
We play tomorrow.
Come on,
Good luck
Matt.
tomorrow, man. Hit him straight.
Today's the new Media Golf League, right?
Come on, Matt.
Yeah.
Whitey Gleason, Alan Stiles coming up next. The Drive Guys for the next 4